And like that, my friends, we are live. Thank you all for waiting for me. I know we're a couple minutes late. We're supposed to start at 8:15. Had to put down the baby. You already know how that is. Fatherhood. It is super, super fun. Super fun. Anyway, guys, glad to have you all here tonight. We got a real small but powerful panel for you guys tonight. Going to talk about some stuff. Going to be real fun. Going to be real huge. Great show. Really good show. Real good show. Hope you guys all enjoy it. And once again, always thank you for being here. And you guys, you probably know, you've probably seen it already. We got some new merch on the site. Get those brother cousins Christmas sweaters. They will be they're available actually right now. So yeah, I'll be having them here. I'll be displaying them on the show pretty soon. So make sure y'all checked it out. We got some more little, little clothing items that's coming, some more swag, if you will. Anything that can help out with the channel, greatly appreciated. But anyway, guys, we're gonna start with the show like this. And what's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Best of the Best. And we got right here a small but strong ass panel. We got my brother right here. We haven't seen him in a little bit, but he's back. Is it this way? This way, this time. There we go.
Yeah, I got you. It's
okay.
Right here.
There we go.
It's backwards in the camera. So,
exactly. But we got Anthony Scale Mafia in the building. What's up with you, bro? What you got going on, bro?
Stuff. Things. Nah, they're just chilling, man. I just did like a Gandalf short on the in-art figure, and then I was working on the review.
It looks
it's about it.
Simply amazing, bro. You've done it. We were talking about it behind the scenes. I mean, bro, we've seen a lot of good, reviews come out of this figure. Shout out to Joel. He did an excellent job. One of the first people that actually got the figure, and I mean, looked amazing. Looking at your video, dude, you made the video. Somehow you made the figure look even more appetizing. I'm like, damn it, I want it so bad. So yeah, dude, you did your job.
It's awesome, dude. It's awesome. I've had it for like a month. I just been, busy. I was like, you know what? Let me start working on this.
Dude, and I know it has to be great. And I know it has to be, awesome because I mean, you're a big Lord of the Rings fan. So I mean, to have that, I know to have something that's really like close to your heart like that, I mean, it's gotta be amazing.
Dude, bro. I want the whole fellowship.
We need to get it. We really need to get it.
I know. I don't know if they'll do it, but waiting for Aragorn, at least.
I think when we get Aragorn, that's when it's going to be. I think the demand is going to be so high. John and company are going to have no choice but to do it. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if the sales are there, right? Because that's the game. That's the name of the game anywhere.
Absolutely.
Right. Yep. That's why you only got a fucking Thena and Gilgamesh, right? Because Eternals didn't do that great.
Exactly.
So we got something like Lord of the Rings, so a beloved, franchise, and arguably the best fucking trilogy ever made.
Yes, it is.
Sorry, Star Wars, but
arguably, I still say Star Wars holds that, but hey, that's like that's what it is.
Look, Star Wars is timeless. Of course, it's great. Absolutely. It's hard to compare. I'm just saying overall as a cohesive trilogy that was banging.
Yes.
And if the Gandalf sales are any indication, right? And then we'll see what happens with Aragorn. It's all about that. It's all about voting with your wallet, right? So if nobody's buying them, then we're not going to get the fellowship, bro. But if people are buying it up, sales are great, then yeah. They're not going to turn down an opportunity to make more money if they're seeing that momentum, right? I mean,
and
I hope so.
I think so. But and you look at it like in the community, it's been, I mean, people are just been going crazy about this figure. They can't get it fast enough. And I mean, we all know we all know about their distribution and everything like that. And everybody is in community is well aware of it. And John and company is aware of it. And it's something that they're constantly working on because they know the demand for these items are there, but it's just getting them into our hands, as fast as us collectors want them.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. That's the only problem, right? Is they need to tackle the distribution side, right? Absolutely. And I get it because right now they're not licensed here. Yeah. So it's finicky, right? But dude, I'm telling you, man, that Joker is fucking awesome.
Yes, it is.
You know, and Gandalf is obviously my favorite, right? But I mean, take away the fandom, the figures themselves are amazing. So I mean, you know, you hear a lot of it back and forth and this and that. You know, well, InArt sucks, or they're you know, Hot Toys, you know, this or that. And it's like, dude, it doesn't matter. They're all great companies. But I'm telling you, bro, you have the Joker, so like, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Like, yes, bro. It is. Their figures are awesome, so I can't wait.
They stand out among the other figures, and that's the truth. I
don't even see the fuss, dude. I don't even see the fuss, man. This Gandalf, I paid $440 shipped. It's not bad. You know, is that a lot of money? I mean,
for that quality, yeah, but for that quality, it's not. I mean, in my opinion, it's not. It's not for what you're getting. I mean, if you compare that Gandalf to the Asmus one looks like ass.
Well, and you know what? Asmus did a great job, though. They did, but I understand what you're saying, though. Like,
it looks like a toy. That looks like
from a comparison standpoint. I mean, their Gandalf the White though is pretty good. I'll give Asmus that, but it's no InArt. It's just not. It's not on that. It's just not on that level, bro. And you know, I just saw. You know, I'm looking at it like you know, you got Thor: Love and Thunder. Hot Toys is almost, you know, it's like $400 out the door after tax and shipping.
Yeah.
You know, and it just is just a brief comparison, right? Or like Iron Man's, you know, which, you know, they're Iron Man's. But my point is, people are already used to spending that kind of money.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
And when I see that level of quality that I got, you know, from this fucking Gandalf, I'm like, dude, okay, like.
Well, you know, 2 years ago, they said it. They wanted to be competitive. And now we're starting to see that competition. We're seeing that now. And Hot Toys has stepped it up with the whole artisan line. And I think the artisan line, they're getting us with characters that we want. They're getting us with, you know, new-ish technology with this, you know, rooted hair and all that type of stuff. And exclusivity, you know, and, you know, some of us feel that this exclusivity may be a little fugazi at this point, but it's still the lore of a brand that we're all familiar with, and that exclusivity. So with them doing that, you are seeing the competition between the two companies. But in my opinion, what I've seen from InArt, from the Joker to Pennywise, and now Gandalf, well, actually Gandalf first, then Pennywise, is they're here to stay. They're playing for keeps. Once they get this, distribution, yeah.
No, for sure. 100%, man. But you know, ever since they came on the field, man, I was like, okay, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. New company, let's see. There's a lot of haters. There's still a lot of haters. I think a lot of haters don't even own an InArt figure, but that's life.
Exactly.
That's the Hot Toys game, the 6 scale game. We have that a lot.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
But I'm telling you, man, it's, dude, they're Hot Toys has the IP power.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So there's never gonna there is no debate, there is no comparison, there's no real competition in that sense. Because Hot Toys is always gonna have Marvel, they're always gonna have Star Wars. You know, maybe that'll change down the road, but that ain't anytime soon, bro. That's nothing anybody needs to concern themselves with, right? And we all love Hot Toys anyway. We know what to expect from them every time. Buying them is easy, you know, relatively painless. I mean, they've been doing those weird cues now with the newer things, but you know, who knows? And we'll see what the artisans have. Like, we don't know yet. Because we don't have an artisan yet. I mean, you can maybe say that Wonder Woman WB. Maybe. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. But you know what I mean? So we don't know yet. Is artisans going to be just like rooted hair and then it's Hot Toys from the neck down? Or are they going to give you that level of, I don't want to say like InArt, but like that kind of quality of sorts, right? Because the materials, I mean, you know, with the Joker, the soft goods, everything's pretty damn good, dude.
When you think about, like, you know, bringing back up the Wonder Woman 100, I can see why that's kind of like I'm going to call it a proto artisan, and because they already put a lot of money into that body, with it being a pretty
right, with the 84, like it's already
you know, it's this it makes sense that they would give that, because I mean, the body is great on it. So that already had a level of quality to it already, so it's easy. So you're right. When we get a full-on artisan, what is it going to be? Because if it is rooted hair, a good-looking sculpt, good-looking paint application, and hot toys from the neck down, is that as good as it's still going to be good. We're all still going to
that's
buy,
not
but
to
it's
take away from hot toy quality, right?
It's still kind of
your expectations are going to be different, right? Because you're like, oh, well, we're going to pay this premium price.
Exactly.
What all is premium?
Exactly.
It's not the head sculpt, because you guys are already known for doing, fantastic head sculpts. So, okay, so you're gonna root the hair. Okay, that's cool. We like that. We like rooted hair. Yep. Now, what else? So if it's like, oh, it's just the same kind of standard pleather and regular soft goods that we're used to, then you're like, well, then what are we exactly going to be buying into for $500 Anakin, for example?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good point.
So we'll see.
Man.
We'll see when we get them. We'll see when we get them.
What happens, man. Great conversation just to open up on that, man. Definitely.
That's what we do.
That's what we do, man. Want to give a shout out to some people in the chat. We got 69 of y'all already. 69 dudes.
69 dudes.
Hey, we got Aaron Collects in the building. What's up with you, my little brother? What's up with you? Good to have you here. And I'm definitely going to have you back on the stream next week. Have not forgot about you, brother. Also want to give a shout out to Fred DF. Says hello from Quebec, brother. Hey, what's up? Hey. I love Quebec, bro. Dude, I haven't been in Quebec in a minute, bro. I used to spend a lot of time there. Me, second brother, and the whole family back in the day. So yeah, I love Quebec. Thank you so much for being here, man. Shout out to you. Absolutely. Definitely my Quebec French brother. What's up with you? Also, want to give a shout out to the talented Tino.
What's up, Renz?
Dude, if you guys haven't seen that, I know you've seen it in the thumbnail now, but do yourself a favor and look at the Facebook page and look at this. Oh my God. I mean, he did his thing with this Loki right here, man. He did, and quick too. So definitely.
I don't even know what it is, and it looks great. I'm just saying, I've never watched the show, so.
You haven't seen it yet?
I'm one of those curmudgeons, bro. MCU died at Endgame. I don't know, but I'll check.
But this is good, though. But this is good. It's worth. I think this is worth the whole. So you haven't seen the first season either?
Nope.
Shit. It's worth a watch, bro. It's worth but take your time. Take your time when you get around to it.
I liked WandaVision. I should preface that. You need to restate that. I thought WandaVision was cool. And Multiverse of Madness was cool.
But I get it. Yeah. I get it. We got Docinator, the Booty King himself in the building. What's up with you, Docinator? We got Collector Joey in the building. Says hello, everyone. Hello to you, Collector Joey. We got this guy here, which should be here pretty soon. El Professoro Mario. He says, Lord of the Rings, best movie trilogy ever. I'm reminded of the scene in Clerks 2. Exactly. that argument.
I know, right? It's a tales of time, right? Everybody will say. Some people say the Dark Knight trilogy is the best thing ever.
Yeah,
I would strongly disagree.
You
know what I mean? Like, we all have opinions, so does it? It's.
Yeah, I mean, you can almost throw Planet of the Apes in there. I mean, that's not even a trilogy anymore. That's a saga now. So
yeah.
Good movies. We got Leno, OneSixthScaleMan said, we'll be in here soon, Jay. You are releasing a booty scan single tonight. Stupid. Good to have you here. We got Low Key in the building. What's up with you, fam? Always good to have you here, brother. We got OG fan with Star Wars, just Star Wars. He says, hello, everyone. Good to have you here. Brick Artemis, my brother, what's up with you? Says Clerk 2 is a classic. Yes, it is, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He broke my heart with Clerks 3. For all of you,
I didn't see it.
I'm not saying, I ain't saying shit else then. We just gonna leave it. We just gonna leave it right there. But yeah, you gotta see it. But yeah, man, you gotta see it. Not even gonna say anything else about that. Got SpongeBob Square Bowels in the building. Hey, BC and Mafia. Absolutely, that's right. We back at it. Y'all know how it is. Electric Collectors says hello, everyone. Hello to you as well. Yes, 16 Shape, my guy. Says Clerks 3 is amazing. It is amazing. Hector, always good to have you here. But yeah, definitely.
All these familiar faces tonight.
A lot of familiar faces tonight. Glad to have you guys here. And your show on Tuesday was great. Wish I could have popped in as well. That show was awesome on Tuesday.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we had a good time, man. It was fun. Lael had some connection issues, but other than that, it was a great time. Yeah, good time, good topics.
Lewis, Bits, what's up with you? Good to have you here, my brother. So I'm gonna bring this up right now. You kind of hinted at this earlier that we got this figure in this week, and I mean it was the only release so far that we got this week, and I'm like, it looks good, man. I think it looks dope. I think it looks good. I think it came out. I think it turned out pretty well. It looks pretty much just like the damn prototype, but I mean. I'm just gonna say it. It's a boring figure. Still, as good as it looks.
Well, wait a minute. Is it a boring figure? Because you like the movie, right?
No.
Okay, you don't like the movie.
No.
All right. So what if you liked the movie? Let's just be real for a minute. You're like, dude, the fucking Eternals. That shit was so badass, dude. And then this figure drops. Then what does your mindset look like? Do you say, he's boring? Or are you like, man, that movie was fucking rad. I really like this guy. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's hard because I didn't like the movie.
Right.
But I don't feel like he's boring per se. But only because that's how he is. That's what he was. So
I mean, he looks okay. So he looks good. I'll say this. He looks good. He looks so good.
He does look really good.
To the point where, and I love the actor. The actor is he's my dude. He's awesome.
I agree.
But I was almost thinking, I was like, well, I can get Athena very cheap. I can get her very cheap. And then I get them. And then, okay, I got that representation of Internals. I'm good. Even though I really didn't like the movie. But here's the thing. You're not going to get too many poses out this guy. You can look at the pictures.
He looks kind of Batman-ish. Not as bad, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
if you look at the poses.
I don't like that. I don't like that, though.
Yeah. I
look
don't
at them elbow creases. Like, that's...
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's more plasticky. I could be wrong, but it looks like more of that plasticky suit. That doesn't look like fabric.
Exactly. It looks like the shit we went through with the first iteration of the Captain Marvel. Well, both Captain Marvel figures. So it's like it's real restrictive. It's like, what can I do? What can I do out there? But look, they have. If you look at the poses, they got him putting his hands together. His hands are out. Not enough going on here. That's what I mean by boring. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get locked in.
There's not a lot of accessories for him, and his articulation is not as up to your. I get that. I totally get that, bro. No. And look, I'm only gonna say this. That when I did my show, I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday because he dropped Monday night, I believe. So or Monday morning.
Yep.
I had a poll up. We had like over 100 and something votes. I left the poll up for like well over an hour, dude. And for like the first like 20, 30 minutes, bro, that shit was 100% no.
Yes, I saw
in the votes. And then it gets, I think it went to like 91% after like an hour. Like which is not just which is cool because there's always something for everybody, right? You don't have to buy everything. But looking just from a community, kind of survey of sorts, I don't see a lot of people buying this.
I don't either. And I mean, this probably a short run, and I was thinking about this earlier this week. I was saying this in my videos. I think that, this may have, and I know I throw this word around often. I am the Mr. Good Morning Grails guy.
Going with this.
Because he may be limited and because he may sit, and we know about the figures that sit around for a while. They sit around, but then when they're gone, and then they end up becoming the G word, the Grails. What do you think about that? Do you think this has Grail potential?
I disagree. I don't think so.
Ooh.
And I'm not saying it's a turd, but a turd is a turd, right? So if nobody wants it, right? That's all I'm saying. Like, if nobody wants, like, I'm not saying nobody in the general sense, right? That
right.
If the sales are so low, the demand for this figure is so low, then I don't see how it all of a sudden, because now it's gone, people think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread and they want it. I mean, humans were peculiar creatures, right? I mean, sometimes, we often want things we can't have, but I don't think that this is it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, unless something crazy happens and he comes through and he does something really awesome in another movie or a show, but then they'll just give you a figure in that version. So I don't I don't see it, bro. I don't see it.
You're probably right, because the days of and this is the thing we have to think about is, us elder collectors. it's not the Hot Toys of old anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
back in the day
no, it's
when
not.
you had that dark side Anakin in the set, at the end of the day, it's Anakin. You know what I'm saying? Anakin is
Yeah.
like one of the most important characters in Star Wars. Anakin and Darth Vader combined is like the biggest
They could put
characters
out
in
the
Star
worst
Wars.
Anakin ever,
It's
and
going to
it'll still
sell.
sell.
It's going to sell. It's going
Yeah.
to sell.
Yeah.
With this guy right here, I mean, honestly, who is he? Let's be honest. I'm talking about the character in the movie.
Right, the
Who is
character.
he?
Sure.
Who is he? Who
Yeah.
is the Eternals? We haven't even seen them pop up again in the MCU in anything else outside of their own movie. And that's already been like what, 2 years, like 2 years ago. So you probably have a point. You probably do.
But listen, it's still a great figure.
It is. That's
but
the thing.
if you want the figure, right? Like, don't, you know, if you don't want it, then so that's what's so weird, right? Because people take shit out of context all the time. It's not, I'm not saying the figure's trash. It's
Right.
just, it doesn't seem very desirable. And of course, there's going to be some people who are going to be like, no, dude, he's fucking awesome. I'm totally buying it. What are you talking about? Well, you are great. I'm saying it's the majority. It's not a big hit.
Exactly.
Not a
I
big
mean,
hit.
the fact
So-
that you did, and I was in on that poll. I voted as well. And the fact that you had that poll up for an hour and it was a whopping 100 to 92% no. Usually it's like 20, you know, it's 50 to 30 or something like that. People are on the fence, half and half. Nah, man.
Yeah, dude, Marek wasn't even that bad.
Wow. Yeah.
Because he was kind of split. It was like almost a 50-50 split. Like a lot of people were like, nah, but a lot of people were like, yeah, I'll get him. So
he looks cool. He looks cool. And I mean,
Yeah.
people can put him with other Inquisitors. You could do a lot. You could do a lot with
Oh,
that.
of course,
with
yeah.
Yeah, you could do a lot
well,
with
it's Star
Marauder.
Wars too. It's kind of a different breed.
Exactly.
I mean, you could say, you know, MCU, they're not the same.
They're not.
They're just not. I mean, comics, one thing, but you know, Star Wars 1977. I mean, we grew up with this like
Yes.
for decades. And those who didn't grew up with the prequels and the Clone Wars.
Yes.
So it's Star Wars is such a monster in and of itself that any figure they make for Star Wars will sell. It may not fucking fly off the shelves, but it's coming home to a lot of people, right?
It's true. No, it's very true. Women 42 says no accessories, but he had nothing but fist in the film. Ha ha. Ha. Maybe some cooking utensils. That's true.
Yeah.
Very true. But I mean, yeah, man. But him, I do understand why they picked these two, because I think these two, him and Athena, they were a couple in the movie. For those that didn't see the movie, they were kind of like a couple. They were he was the one that was kind of keeping her balanced, and they do look good. Like this shot right here, I ain't even gonna lie.
This is exactly what I said. This shot right here, kudos to the photographer, because this is selling the product right here.
Absolutely.
If you want what they're selling, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you want them to sell, and you're like, oh, this looks great. Pair these two together, looks great.
Well, if you're a big MCU shill, which I'm kinda am, you can have
You
this.
totally
This
are.
could be yeah, absolutely. You can.
But you didn't like the movie
at all. At
so
all.
there's no point in dropping.
The only thing that would have
$500-600
made me
on two figures.
exactly. The only thing that would make me get this is if one somebody gifted the set to me. Oh, I would absolutely take it and rock it and display them, or or I got them cheap. I got them at a good price. That's the only thing that would, sway me to get both of these. But they look good. The head sculpts look good. I think they represent the actors great. They're great figures. But the property, I'm just not. Once again, like you were saying, the property just didn't do it for me. So, and the fact that the matter is, we're not getting any more. It doesn't seem that we're getting any. I don't think we're getting any more figures in this line. Can you see them doing any? I don't think they'll do anything else.
No, I figured they would have by now if they,
Yeah.
Look, it all comes down to money, bro. It really fucking does. I mean, if you have, $1 billion, box office, No Way Home, Endgame, some pre-Endgame stuff, right? Infinity War, Civil War, stuff like that, they make a shitload of figures, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's doing well. But then again, on the flip, I don't know, man. Flash didn't do that good, and they're making a shitload of figures for Flash. But I feel like there's still some charm there. I don't know if it has Keaton's, return. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Howard really loves it. I don't know, right?
I think
but for the
Keaton
most part, when things Right. When things don't do that good, they don't make a ton of figures, bro. They don't.
You're right. You're right.
You know.
Which brings me to my next point. Do you think we'll get some not the Eternals, but the what are their names? The Marvels, which I saw last night, ladies and gentlemen. And honestly, I thought the movie was cool. I thought it was fine. You got 3 cute girls running around being superheroes, and I thought the script, it was better than other. I think it was one of the better Marvel projects of late, in my opinion. I did. I thought it was fun.
I'll have to watch it.
So it was good. No, it's worth a watch. It's worth a watch on Disney Plus. It is. Yeah, man.
You would probably say it was just an entertaining film, not a good film. Or am I putting words in your mouth?
It was good. It was more than entertaining. It was.
You would watch it again?
I would watch it again. Like my mom, actually, she's a big Marvel shield, and she was mad that I didn't take her to go see it, and she was like, "Hey, would you go see it again?" I was like, "Yeah, I would." So I would see it a second time in the theater. I would, and I had a free ticket this time, so that was sweet. This time, but I wouldn't.
That's probably why you liked it. You didn't have to pay anything.
But I might.
There's the truth, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is. There it is. I ain't had to pay shit. But no, I would pay. I wouldn't mind paying a regular ticket price to go see it. I would.
Okay.
But that's me. But that's me. You know, that's me. I thought it was good. Now, with that being said, we all know, looking at it, it flopped. It's kind of like the first Marvel movie flop. With that being said, do you think we're getting any figures from that?
That's going to be a tough one, right? Because as I just mentioned, I mean, and you know, following up with, dude, it's the worst MCU release, bro. At $41 million. I think it was like 300 or 400 million.
Yeah.
Budget with the film and the marketing.
Yep.
So, and that's not to say the movie's bad. I'm sure the movie's fine. Just like I'm sure Gilgamesh is fine. Great figure. But if there's no demand for it, right? Same thing. So the theater, like, nobody's going to see it. You know? So that's a difficult, you know what I mean? That's difficult. So then what do? Do they go, well, shit, doesn't seem very popular. Mm-hmm. Sideshow's was giving away Captain Marvel.
Exactly.
I mean, so that's not to take away from her or say that she sucks or anything, but I think the demand isn't there. So
yeah,
we'll see if all of a sudden, you know, this movie starts doing really great, it gets like a second wave in the next week or two in the theaters or something. I just, you know, then again,
which is possible. It is possible.
Yeah. It is possible. But I assume, I haven't really seen the film, but it's safe to say that if they did do anything, they'd only really have to make 3 characters. Right? If you just make, you know, the Marvels, is that a big investment for them? I don't know. You know?
Exactly. That's one of those things we'll just have to really wait and see. But after seeing it last night, it was just racking my mind. I'm like, can they make it? And then knowing the history of the Captain Marvel figure itself, that shit, anytime they were giving it away for free, when they did those BOGO deals, it was hey, just here, get a free figure. Where does that happen?
Yeah, just take it. You can have it.
Just take it. We want it out of our damn warehouse. They're like, we want this shit out of our warehouse.
Yeah, bro.
It was kind of reminding me of the back in the day when they had the ET game and they just couldn't get rid of them and they had to put them in a landfill.
They're out here. They're out here in Phoenix.
That was it. You're right. Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Everything goes down.
There's the landfill of all the fucking Atari ETs. Would I like to see the Marvels figures? Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I would. Because I know there's people out there like you who just mentioned you like the movie.
Yeah.
So, you know, it sucks when there's an IP that you like and you're like, damn, I wish I could have some figures. So, you know, I'd like to see everything I mean, you know, we don't all like everything. We don't all agree on everything. So, you know, and we don't all have to buy everything. So bring them on. I'd say, fuck it, man. Give people what they want. And, you know, if it sits, it sits. But, you know, for the ones who want it and they're going to buy it, then, you know, happy for them, man, that they got some figures they wanted. Because that's the end of the day. That's all we want, right? We just want what we want.
Exactly.
I don't care what you want. I mean, it's cool, right? Yeah. You know, I'm not being a dick. I'm just meaning in general, right? Like, that's your collection. I can be like, wow, Jay, that's badass. Look at all those Spider-Man and the, you know, No Way Home. That's cool. But it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, we want what we want. And, you know, give us all the opportunities we can to get what we want.
Exactly. Guys, we got 97 people in here. Guys, remember to hit that like button and make sure you
Let's do
subscribe if
it.
you haven't. And I know you guys already have, but we still got to say it because we may have one or two people in here that don't know us. Make sure you subscribe to Anthony's Scale Mafia. Make sure you subscribe to Brother Cuss's Toy Reviews. Definitely do it. Do it. If not, do it for us. Do it for your damn country. Come on. Do it for the country.
Yeah, we need a little bit more of that going on.
Hell yeah. Hoorah. Definitely. We got Lane Kramer in the building with a $5 bomb. Brother, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Says 411, check out LWO with Mario, six scale Cantina with Aries, plus Mafia Mania for 1/6 scale coverage before the holidays this weekend. Woo. This guy's crazy.
Appreciate it, Lane.
Thank you so much, Lane Kramer. That's Lane Kramer, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. We got Mom's Toy Box in the building. Said need new hot toys to make Makito 2.0. I'm not sure what that
the
is.
girl from Predator.
That's her name? Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Not Prey.
Right, got you. Okay,
got
you.
The chick with the hair, the point, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, got you. That took me a while to get that. Got you. Okay. Yeah, that would be dope. That would be cool. No, that definitely would be cool.
Well, then everybody needs to go buy Prey, the feral predator.
Buy that feral
because
predator.
Otherwise Hot Toys is going to be like, well, nobody gives a shit anymore, I guess.
Once again, it's all about money. That's what the shit comes down to.
Always about money, dude.
If it don't sell, if it sits, they're not doing it. And that's just what it comes down to. We got Hawk Wars in the building. He says, what's up, gentlemen? What's up with you, Ray? Ray, make sure for all your Hot Toys goods and needs, go to Ray. Ray is amazing. He does the double box shipping and he ships the shit out quick, along with giving you free comics and stickers. Come on, man. That's how I got my RoboCop back here. I couldn't find my RoboCop anywhere, but Ray held me down.
Praise the man, dude. Praise the man.
Make sure y'all hit the Ray. Tell you Ray, smash that like button. Appreciate that, bro. We got Blurred Dad Life in the building. He said maybe do a limited 2-pack of Monica and Kamala and be done with the Marvels. Who knows? I can't see them not doing a Captain, the title character. I can't see them not doing another Captain Marvel.
What title character, bro? It ain't called Captain Marvel 2. They changed the name.
That is true. Goddamn, you're right. You're right. They could. Damn, I never thought about it like that. They could. I mean, because if she ain't because I don't even think the Endgame is the Endgame Captain Marvel still around. Why am I asking that? I'm sure it is. So
that's what they were giving away.
They were giving away the Endgame one?
I don't remember. I could be talking out of my ass. They were giving away Captain Marvel. I don't think it was the first one, was it?
I think it was the first.
Was it the first one?
It was the first one they were giving away.
Oh, jeez. Maybe then, because it would stand to reason if it's the oldest stock. Let's get rid of the oldest stock. So yeah, you're probably right. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention.
The fact that they have that many of them, and that figure came out before before the pandemic, bro. That figure came out. I remember it came out right before everything went to shit. Yep. Damn. Wow. So
Windman says they gave away the second figure.
Really?
And that's how I got it.
Oh wow. So it was the second figure.
Captain Marvel Deluxe is Ray, long hair Carol.
That makes sense. Yep.
I don't know the difference between the two, bro. That's how fucking little interest I had in that shit. So I don't know.
So the long hair one, that's from the first movie. Yep, that makes sense. Yep.
But then I have no idea. Maybe they're giving them both away.
Maybe, bro. We got 102 in the building. Thank you guys so much for just the two of us. I love that.
Make it. Hell yeah, man. I can put those two.
So another thing I want to bring up to you, bro. We haven't gotten many figures, over the last. I know we got, I think last week or the week before last, we got the Grand Inquisitor, and then I can't remember what else besides the Grand Inquisitor. It's been slow. September was crazy. September was murder. We got I think 5 figures.
Doing it 9 or some shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. But over the last 2 months, I mean, it's for the last 6 weeks, it's been kind of dry, very dry.
Hot Toys got a new motto, bro. See you next Tuesday. That's how it seems.
You ain't never lied, bro. So what and what you been, for those that don't know, this is the Exo 6 player pimp himself.
Well, I mean, I do the videos and occasionally do some photos, and
He's being modest. He's being modest.
Well, anyway, continue.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
My point is, production.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You know a lot.
Little
I
bit,
think
yeah.
you're privy to more knowledge of these companies than a lot of other people. So I just want to get your thoughts on, on the production and why production is slowed down.
Well, honestly, I don't know. I mean, that's the short answer. The short answer, because who knows what Hot Toys is doing? I don't know what they're fucking doing, right? Nobody knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
But we can try to look at what we do know. When what we do know is this is, from October to November is kind of like the end of their year.
Yeah.
Overseas.
Yep.
So everybody, not just toy companies, like everybody's like crunching numbers, getting shit done, wrapping up the year, right? And
Exactly.
then, Chinese New Year is going to be shortly thereafter, and then it's like a 3-week holiday, 4 weeks sometimes. They close even a couple weeks early, even before the holidays.
Exactly.
Right? So I think what they're trying to do is get everything wrapped up right now as much as they can. And I think that's why September was kind of fucking nutty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With releases and everything, they're cranking a lot. And this happens every year. We've seen this happen like 5 years in a row now. Like, we get this lull, and then November, December. Well, maybe like December-ish, but mostly, right? Those 4 to 6 weeks, we're gonna get hit again.
Yeah.
We're gonna get another thump. So I don't. It's just that moment right now. But I say, you know what? Enjoy it.
Yes.
Enjoy the respite, man. Where you can be like, hey, I could chill a little bit. I don't need to, at least for me, I don't just collect Hot Toys.
Exactly.
A lot of us don't, right?
Exactly.
A lot of us don't even just collect 6 scale. I mean, we collect all sorts of shit. So enjoy the time, because there's other things you might be able to focus on. And if there's nothing that you need to focus on, then it's a good time for you to just kind of kick back, revisit some of your figures, repose them, kind of get another newfound appreciation for some of your things.
Work on your displays.
Yeah, work on CT. I know, my buddy, he reworking his displays. Take the time to do some other things and maybe save some cash, and then boom, right? Okay, because it comes again, dude. You're gonna get hit again. You're like, fuck. So I mean, I think it's just par for the course right now, bro. Realistically, I mean, we just heard InArt put us, speaking of that, they put out their post a couple of days, was it yesterday?
I believe so.
Where they were like, hey, 1,000 pardons, but we're gonna, some of the things that we wanted to have come out by the end of the year are not gonna come out. Like Pattinson Batman.
Wow, I didn't realize they pushed that stuff back. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, well, again, it has to do with what's going on right now. So
yeah,
and for me as a collector, I'm cool. Is one thing you learn in this game is patience. So
absolutely.
Does it suck? Yeah, it does. Do I want to get an Aragorn like today? Yeah, but can I swing it today? I don't know.
That's a whole
unexpected. I gotta finish. So like, I don't mind waiting if it's a couple more months, whatever. Cool. God knows I waited. I was one of the last fucking people to get my Joker. Like it was like 10
you
months
really
after
were.
Release. I was like, dude, where the hell is? So whatever, dude. It sucks, but nothing to cry over.
No.
I don't want to turn it into a negative thing and be like, oh, see, they fucking can't even get their figures out of the. It's fucking end of the year, dude. Like, I get it.
But I think you gave a lot of good points on that. Like, really, and a lot of great advice. Like, enjoy the time, enjoy what you have. Repose your figures. Because there's times I've done that. Like, I did that all week. I just went ahead and came in here and just reposed some shit. And it just
it's fun.
It's fun, and it restores your love for a figure. That's one of the reasons why I still love Hot Toys over statues. Just for that point that I can repose something and I could just be like, I just fall in love with it again. Like, I just repose my Wonder Woman and I'm like, oh wow, she is dope in the running pose. Oh my God, this looks right. It just restores that love again. It just freshens it up a bit.
Yeah, it reinvigorates, your love for. Because here's the thing, dude. We're living in this fucking generation now where it's like, I just call it the TikTok generation, right? Where it's just like, okay, you've got like,
there you go,
instant gratification. We get subjected to so much information overload, and I feel like that also plays a part in collecting, even because we just get modernized in this new era that we're all in. And so it's like the people that buy, I've done it, but I haven't in a while, but it's like the people that buy a new phone every year, right? It's like, why the fuck do I need a new phone every year?
Yep.
I don't need the new shiny, right? And so I feel like a lot of that mentality kind of gets into our neck of the woods too. We're like, oh yeah, let's get the new thing. Let's get the new thing. Let's get the new thing. And it's like, well, wait a minute. Like, what about all that? Like, it's been, some of your stuff you may not have, a lot of shit we have multiple head sculpts or tons of different accessories. Like you said, like just hang out a little bit, repose you guys, girls, whatever. Like, hey, it's been a while. Let me change this up. Like, kind of appreciate what you have, because I think what everybody has, they love what they have. So like, show that, like, take some time. There's tons of shit you can do. Pose them. Yep. Reorganize your display, clean them, whatever.
Absolutely.
Have fun.
I totally agree. And want to bring this guy in here.
Well, hello,
OneSixthScaleMan. How you doing, brother?
No. That's Cornbread Kenny.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Cornbread Kenny in the building, bro. Respect the name.
Cornbread Kenny. Oh my goodness.
Respect the name, brother.
Goodness.
Cornbread Kenny. That's what I'm talking about. Respect that name. Cornbread Kenny in the building.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
That's great, man.
That's right. Cornbread Kenny. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Cornbread Kenny. What's been up with you, bro? What's going on with you?
Nothing, man. Just got off work. I mean, had, a couple things going on with some clients and stuff. So, I'm in the building with you. What's going down?
Definitely good to have you here, bro. Before we go into some of the releases, just wanted to get your thoughts on the topic at hand. We're talking here. We noticed that, things are kind of slowed down on Hot Toys right here. Me and Anthony was talking about, enjoy this time where it is slow. Go into your collection, repose some stuff. Don't be like me, get bored and start buying figures you don't need to buy. And then you're like, and then when the stuff you want comes out, then you got to sell that shit off at a loss and then try to get a couple of pennies just to do your. So don't do that. Enjoy what you have. But what is your thoughts on here? On why you think things may be slow right now for them, and then ways to, help with the itch while you wait.
Well, bro, like it's heavy rotation. It's the same thing pretty much every year, bro. With them, like, the thing is, it's like I never really fully understood, but it's sort of like a lot of it just sometimes seems intentional. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you have some of this stuff ready, but here's the thing, though, because we learned this over, once we experienced COVID, we learned that a lot that goes on with Hot Toys, and a lot of the time, I would say almost 99 or 97% of the time, the reason why we experience certain delays is because of these quote unquote negotiations that they have with Sideshow, bro, on when certain things should come, when they have expectations on releases, when they want to get stuff in before, you know what I mean? Because that's why we're starting to see like early releases, like and it's crazy because even with Sideshow, some of the things that, normally we started seeing like early releases, with them, like we would get like, notification that a figure's dropping. All of a sudden you would get a notification from Sideshow, figure expected in this such and such date, have your payment, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Right. So it's a lot going on, but I think, mainly right now, bro, like I said, all of it seems almost intentional. Like they're trying to recoup all at once, or they'll drop all these figures all at once, pigeonholing a lot of people when it comes to funds. I'm not saying that that's the way it is, but sometimes it seems intentional. Now, it could be, that's one scenario. It could be maybe, again, they know the expectation. They know that competition is out there, and they want to release the best possible product that they could. Absolutely. So right now they're taking their time to get shit right, and that's just the way it could be. Like we seen that just like a couple of days ago with the Gilgamesh release.
Yeah,
that head sculpt was spot on, bro.
Yes,
exactly like the actual prototype.
That's
So
right.
again, they know InArt is dropping, bro. They know basically InArt is out there. They know all these other companies are out, even some of the third-party companies. We've been talking about this for the longest time. Again, like, yo, I'm telling you, we need it's just always one of those situations, man, where if the competition's out there and we need to get some of these if they want to get these releases out, but if they want perfection, it's just going to be certain delays. But I will tell you this, with people out there, please do not fall victim to just because you don't have a figure or they didn't announce anything that you say, I'm just going to go back, start finding some of these grails. I'm going to start buying figures that I don't need. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
If you get that itch, look at your collection. Start reorganizing some things, retooling some things, moving some things around. We talked, I heard you in the background, reposing certain things, new ideas, taking pictures of some of the figures that you have, coming up with ideas that way. Maybe change the lighting, maybe adding more ambiance. Invest in doing that.
Who doesn't love ambiance?
Exactly, bro. Like,
I mean,
who doesn't love
real,
ambiance? Like, it's the best thing. Like, bro, like having these cases over here, it allows me to add more. Even with the details, adding certain things in element just to create and to even make it, even though it's an intimate space, you add more to it. It brings out that presentation a bit more. So just think about stuff like that. Don't start buying figures that you don't necessarily need. Exactly. Because what's going to happen is when you start doing that, that money that you spent on that, you could have been saving for some of these releases that are coming up.
Yeah.
And don't forget the simple fact that just because we don't have a release doesn't mean that we're not going to have a reveal that you're going to want to pre-order soon.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So just think about all that. It happens every week. And today it is Thursday night. You know what I mean? So something can get revealed. Exactly. It's always that way. So we never know. But I think, again, instead of just focusing so much on what we don't have and what's not out there right now, focus on what you do have. Focus on the stuff that you have in your collection. Maybe you want to curate a couple of things, move some figures out. I mean, hell, last night I parted with some figures that I did not want to part with, but again, it was part of the giveaway, and I felt good giving it away to people who really, really deserved it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It just made more sense. So the figures are going to people that I know it will be in good hands. But at the same time, me doing that is also clearing out space for other things to replace it. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
I don't feel bad about that aspect of it. But again, I mean, we run into those issues, bro, where people really, and I know Toya's up there like, yes, get rid of some more. It's clear out some spaces. Come on, clear some spaces, motherfucker, because I need some room. Come on, let's get that moving.
My wife loves when I'm like, I'm sold. And she's like, oh, that's sold today? I'm like, yeah, that's sold. And I remember when I did my big purge in August, and I had like boxes just stacked up out there, and it was like 6 or 7 boxes. And then she walked in, and she was expecting to walk and see like empty cases. She was like, it absolutely looks like you got rid of nothing. What are those cases out there? I was like, that's stuff that's gone. She was like, were they like in box? I said, no, they were displayed. She was like, I just know how to work it to make it look like everything's full. She was like, no,
it's a constant struggle, dude. You can't see over there, but like, I had a bunch of boxes.
Yep.
I had a bunch of boxes, bro. Not all my boxes, just a bunch of shit, right?
Yeah.
And I finally was like, oh, look at that. It's clear. No. It's clear. It feels so good. There's like room here, you know? The whole fucking thing is like stacked the boxes again. I'm like, fuck. Like, it never ends.
Yeah.
Never ends, man.
It never does, bro. But it just again, bro, like just start focusing more on that, cleaning out your displays. If there's dust, occupy your time in the most productive way instead of being counterproductive, spending money on things that you don't know. Because I'm telling you, when that storm hits, you're gonna wish that you took that time to kind of like just say, wait. Let me just pump them brakes a little bit. Let me just kind of ease off and take care of the stuff that I have here, or just prepare, because when it hits, it's gonna hit. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I honestly, me myself, I don't want it to hit all at once. I really don't. You know what I mean? I don't want it to hit all at once. I want that space in between, because this shit ain't no joke, bro.
Like I was saying last week, it's going to hit at the worst time either way. It's either going to hit before the holidays when we're trying to get presents and everything. And I know a lot, and that's why I love you guys, Leo, Anthony, and even my big brother. He does it all the time. You guys pre-order. You pre-order and try to get in front of those pre-orders, so you're not staring down that barrel of a big payment, when it drops. I do that a lot. I'll just put a little bit on here, a little bit on there, and next thing you know, when it's time
that's
to come,
a lot of people, bro. And listen, look, there was a time not that long ago. I don't want to get into it, but where I was not pre-ordering. A lot of us weren't. We were all being like, "Hey, they don't need to fucking pre-order," because the way shit was going.
Yeah,
all the craziness and the drama shit, and so you didn't have to. But now I'm, the past year and a half, I mean, I've been a little more vigilant in that, man, because there's nothing better than, look, here's the thing, like, we all want to like do that, what you're saying, right? Oh, this figure went up for pre-order, let me put down $40 and then forget about it.
Yeah.
But then that shit always comes, man. The total man always comes to collect. So when you have those moments and you're like, you know what, I got $50, let me just throw that shit down. Let me throw that shit down. Like I did that for the Obi-Wan Vader, and he's done, bro. I gotta pay like $50 when he ships, and that's pretty cool, right? I mean, that's a good feeling where you're like, oh, okay, this ready to go. I've already paid it off. Fuck, hell yeah. Here's like $50.
Paid it off.
Boom.
I'm ready to go. Exactly. That's how I felt about, got the notification about the Mighty Thor, and I was like, okay, my last payment is next week. I'm like, oh, okay, that is my very last payment on that. Cool. Paid off. Once it's ready to go, it's ready to go. You know what I mean?
Good feeling. Yeah,
I wish I did that.
Manage it,
I wish I did that with my Ecto one, because that kicked my ass this summer. And I just knew I had time. I was like, man, I ain't getting the joint to Christmas. I can get some Christmas money and I can bubble up.
No, because then something happens, or your water heater fucking breaks, or
there you go.
Fucking kid.
Bro.
There you go. There you go. Yep.
I'm just saying, like, life
happens,
finds a way, right? Like, so I mean, it happens, bro. Like when you least fucking expect it. So it's, look, in a perfect world when we all have great paying jobs and we're really good at budgeting, doing it monthly is nice. But if you can swing, because dude, there's nothing, man. What was it like? Even if you look at September, bro, like we just talked about, where there was like 9 fucking releases. What if you had all those, and all you did was put down the NRD? Yeah. And then you were like, especially 400 or 300, 400, 250, 400. You're like, oh, shit. Like,
Yeah. All these artists.
Cancel that shit. I can't get these.
Yeah. All these artisans and shit coming out next year. We're talking about $500 figures, $400 figures. You better be putting some money on. You better have some payment plans in place.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Definitely. Before we continue, I got a couple of things to do. Up, do I lose it already?
Sure.
Where's my shoe?
He's doing something. 120 in the chat, guys. Hit that like button. Don't forget.
Hit that like button.
Hit that like button. I love those like button, man. Love those numbers. Thank you, guys. Thank you kindly.
If you want to hear that single booty skin, hit that like button now.
Hey, it's dropping too. It's dropping like it's hot. Blazing Asian in the building. For the $5 bomb. It says, BC, love the video you did with your mom. Oh, thank you so much. Says Exodus is such a classic. My mom hates horror movies. She'd only watch Adam Sandler movies with me. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Thank you so much. And we got another one of those coming. We got another one coming this Sunday with mom. I'm not sure. We may do it live. I got to talk to her about it and see if she's ready to go live. But we're going to be talking about her first time seeing Star Wars in the 70s. Star Wars, when it was called Star Wars, not A New Hope, but Star Wars at the Uptown in DC. Her first experience, her and my dad. It's a story. Y'all gonna love it. You gotta definitely check that out. Also, Latoya T, thank you so much, sis. Thank you. The Christmas shirts, Christmas sweatshirts are available right now. Make sure you get them. Support your boy. We'll do some. We'll probably do a giveaway, give some away, and all that other type of stuff. We more of that later. But I gotta bring this guy in here because I know he's waiting in the back. Ari 6 Scale. Oh my God, Ari 6 Scale Cantina. What's up with you?
What's up, brothers? How you doing on this fine, beautiful, freaking Thursday evening? The week before, 1 week before Thanksgiving, and you have to wonder, am I going to have turkey next week? And I say yes, with a whole lot of coffee that I'm prepared to serve up to everybody coming over. And the conversation seems real interesting. My apologies for being late, running home, picking this one up and that one up, but I am here, baby.
Always good to have you here, brother. Definitely. And yeah, and just your thoughts on this. We know things have slowed down a lot right now, and we just want to give some people some advice to not do bad things like I used to do, like get bored, go to my comic book store, and they are like drug dealers. Shout out to Third Eye Comics. Love you guys out there. They are a dope, amazing store. If you're in the Maryland, DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, check out Third Eye. They are taking over. They're like the biggest comic book shop out here. They are amazing, but be careful because they know how to, if just anything that you like, they know how to put it in your hands and get it out there and have you walking out of the store broke but happy. So definitely check them out. They're great. But yeah, man, you don't want to, just because there's a law, you just want to go and just buy anything just to tickle that fancy. Enjoy your collection. And Aries, what do you do? And just to give us an idea, what is your thoughts on why production has slowed down? Also, when we go through lulls like this, what do you do? What do you do to reinvigorate your collection, and what to do at the time? Besides saving your money, do you pose your figures? Do you unbox them? Do you, what do you?
Bro, before he talks, y'all missing the point. The man is busy. They're doing reshoots on Daredevil, bro.
That's
like,
right.
Come on, bro.
Dude, I wanted to tell you, Aries, that Echo trailer
was dope. I'm telling you, he's been if y'all around. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Reshoots. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
The Secret Life of Aries Terrington. Come on. Or look, he's even in the chat. I don't even know who that is. Are we still in coffee here, baby?
Right.
Awesome.
Right.
And honestly, before I even answer, guys, that the comic shop, Jay, you're talking about, I'll never forget when you brought me there when we met up. You were like, Aries, I got to show you this comic shopper right here.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crow, dude! That place was like absolutely stacked and phenomenal. It was really, really good to see. So awesome place. But gosh, gentlemen, Lael, Anthony, Jay, what a loaded question and a good one. I don't know. I feel like, and I think everybody in on this panel has been through this before in one extreme or another with collecting, and a lot in the chat as well. I'm at the point now where it's like, hey, why has production slowed down, or why does it seem like it's less production, which creates excitement, but a little more anxiety too. On the other spectrum, it's like, oh, do I got to go ahead and do this, or another pre-order? Or it's kind of one thing when you're putting pre-orders down because you feel like it. It's another thing in psychology where you feel, oh, now I have to do it because it's going to go on wait list, and maybe for some people that's not as fun. It's kind of like, hey, I enjoy doing this, but now that this, guy or gal is, I'm being forced to do it. Now I'm kind of thinking about it a little bit different. So I think in human psychology, it just innately, we look for ways around that, to be able to have it more flow better with our vibe. Because I think we're all looking for positive vibrations, which I think that everyone on this panel, everyone in the chat, we're all looking to gravitate towards and do. Honestly, for me, I'll give you, I think that there was more this year, and I honestly didn't even do the math on everything that came out. But from my perspective so far, it's more than I've ever seen come out at one time with 6 scale. And I don't think that we're done yet. I know it seems like it's a little bit like what's going on the last 2 weeks, but I think we're going to get slammed here with the holidays and I just do. And I think when you add all that in, and if we were to like compare it to last year and the year before, I think it's going to be exponentially higher. But I think there's a little bit of exhaustion in a way. And I think the economy has part to do with it. I think that some of these IPs, I hate to use the word dragon a little bit, has a little bit to do with it. Yeah. I think there's a whole lot of things that you could kind of plug into it. And I think that it's a lot to kind of shuffle through. It's like, oh, you got this over here and that over here. And I got to pre-order this and I got to pre-order that, and I better pre-order this.
Right.
And I better pre-order that because now they're not making a whole lot. And then we get this notion, like I find myself saying, well, when's the next release? But then I got someone on the another, devil's advocate on my other shoulder saying, but Aries, how many more freaking releases do you even need? Another announcement this year? And I say, like, honestly, no.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I want another OT Star Wars guy. I want like 40th stuff. Like, if they gave me a few more 40th stuff and they filled out that Ahsoka line, or at least teased it, and are going to be like, hey, here's the ones that are coming, put out a little banner, I think I'd be satisfied, from a Star Wars perspective. I feel like it's just a whole lot more than we've ever seen, and I almost don't know what we're all going to do with it. So honestly, for me, I'm just having fun. I really, really am. I'm expanding my collection. I'm enjoying my collection. I'm seeing what's coming out on the horizon. I'm starting to figure out, hey, you're coming out with these premium figures now. I like what InArt's doing. I really love their Lord of the Rings line. I'm trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to go ahead and build in that regard? What am I going to get, from the Hot Toys end? What do I think's coming out with Star Wars? Nothing's coming out right now, but what could I do to go ahead and rebudget? When you're talking about posing figures, working on the collection room, working on some lighting, maybe some dioramas in the background, maybe looking to expand the collection beyond, like, Anthony, what you do with those arcade machines, which I'm really, really interested in that regard. Maybe going outside of InArt and Hot Toys and being like, hey, I've watched Star Trek for years. Yep. My dad is a gigantic Star Wars. He's a Trekkie. And I connect with him. He's 77. Or he's going to be 78. And I connect with him on that. And I've been seriously thinking, saying, hey, these X06 figures are freaking phenomenal. They're getting really, really good. Maybe it'd be really cool. Wouldn't that be a surprise to him? If he comes over and I have this other display and he's going to be like, holy crap. That looks pretty really cool. So I think it gives me time to reflect on my collection. How can I expand my collection? What can I do different in my room? Can I put in different lighting? Can I do different things? And plus, you got this whole swarm of stuff that's coming out. And I'm able to, like I've done for years, I budget, I refocus a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head, bro. I think the number one thing that you said, man, is I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
And I think really that's where it comes down to. It doesn't matter if you're a collector, content creator, photographer, whatever, just, you got to have fun. And you got to do whatever you got to do to make sure, or, to mitigate all the other nonsense, right? So that you can have the most amount of fun. I know that sounds corny, but you know what I mean? Like, don't give in to like all the crazy drama and the toxic fucking posts and get into the naysaying and, oh man, this really blows. Oh, that head sculpt fucking sucks. And then you're like, well, why am I, doing this? Like, I get cause for concern, right? Not everything's a home run. We all know that.
Absolutely.
Try to have fun, bro. That's the most important thing, bro.
You're exactly right. Like, I took my wife and I went last week, and my other daughters want to go this weekend, and I don't even know. And I'll be honest with you guys, and if I offend anybody here, my apologies. But we went to go see the Marvels. Yeah. And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
How's that going to offend anybody?
But what I'm trying to say is I kind of have a hunch, and maybe I'm wrong, that forums are, blow it up, or, this not liking it, hate here, or hate there. I just knew it before going in. I didn't even, I purposefully, like you said, I said, screw the forums, screw listening to any of the reviews. I'm just going to go on my own. Was it Endgame? Frack no. Was it Infinity War?
No.
But it was good.
It was fun. It was just a fun movie, bro.
It was a
fun, entertaining film. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because, again, I was watching, you know, my daughter was asking questions. I was watching people around me who were enjoying it, laughing at certain scenes. And that's what it was all about, bro. I wasn't going into it expecting this, you know, cinematic experience, you know, that was beyond anything I've ever seen before. You know, my expectations were right where they needed to be.
Yeah.
And I didn't need anybody else's judgment or their skepticism or their comments, whatever it may basically be, their opinions to sway me. If I enjoyed it, I enjoyed it. The problem is, it's like when you tell or if you say you enjoyed it, then people find a reason to go under your comment to say why they thought it was trash or why they, and I'm like, here, do you understand, like, literally, like, what you are saying right now doesn't necessarily matter to me. So why are you making it a point to, you know, so that's what I'm saying, or to destroy somebody else's, you know, their you know, perception or interpretation of how, or their enjoyment in general. Like, I just, again, bro, like, you just got to go in with a clean slate and not listen to anybody, because a lot of this stuff just becomes recycled jargon that they've heard from so many other people, bro.
I would say, I would partially agree with that, right? Because on one hand, if people are just saying recycled nonsense, it's like, dude, come on, you can be a little more original than that, right? But like, but that's me. Maybe I also welcome the criticism if someone's like, oh, I'm going to comment on your shit, but do it the right way though, right? Like, you're like, well, you know what?
Yeah.
I didn't really care for it, but I wouldn't be like, oh, it's a bag of shit and you're fucking stupid.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
if you do it in a more sensible way,
well,
like, if you don't like the film, I respect you if it just wasn't your cup of tea.
Yeah.
Right. If it just wasn't something that worked for you, I respect that, because we don't all have to like the same thing. We don't. But understand that I come from a family of a lot of women.
Me too.
Strong
Me
women.
too. Yep.
I was raised by a strong woman.
Yep.
I have a sister who is extremely strong from what they've actually had to endure. People like that want to see that experience mimicked on screen because they can associate themselves with it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just
and
like
I said this
with
last night.
Films.
Exactly, right? So, and I said this last night. If you tell me the reason why you didn't like it was because you didn't enjoy it, or put it this way, if you start the conversation by saying, well, I want to give my opinion, but if I give my opinion, then automatically everybody's going to think that I am, you know, I'm against women, or I'm misogynistic and stuff like that. Why did you have to say that? Why can you just basically say that you didn't like? Because when you're saying that, then that in my mind lets me know what your true intentions are. And people will always lead with this argument. Well, no, see, I can't, like, just if we don't like the film, we just don't like it. That doesn't mean that we don't like women. It's like every time you say something like that, then automatically you don't like it because it was women. Not everybody feels that way, bro. And you don't have to necessarily say that. And nobody is basically singling you out because of it. Yes, there are people. It's the people who are directly saying certain things and they don't think that you see it in other forms, or they don't think you see it in other platforms, or they don't think you see it, you know, under somebody else. They don't think you see those things, but people they do. It's intentional. A lot of this has been very intentional. And it's because there's a lot of people who just, and we said this last night, Jay, they just don't like Brie Larson.
Yeah,
they don't.
That's what it comes down to.
Do you know what?
And that's why I wouldn't even.
Those guys.
But here's the thing is, but here's the thing, bro.
You know.
When you do that, right, and when people say that and they do those type of things, you're forgetting that when you're attacking her in a film and you're saying these things, it's okay. That however you feel about her is fine, but do also remember that there are other people in that film that suffer because of the ignorance of individuals. They suffer because of it. Because they're targeting this one person, but you're forgetting about the other actors and actresses in this film who have put their careers out there because they enjoy what they do and they enjoyed the film. But people start attacking her, and it becomes a virus, bro. It definitely does.
No, I agree. It's bad because you've not only have actors there. I mean, you've got the whole production crew, the writers, you know, the whole staff who've worked on this film and hopefully, you know, really gave it their all to create a great film. Nobody wants to half-ass things in life. I don't believe anyway. So then if you're directly being like, well, you know what, screw her, and then it makes a big fuss out of it, then all these other people, you know, suffer because of that, which is, you know, that's not cool.
And it's people that are continuously holding on to something that this woman said almost 5 years ago, bro. Like literally, they're holding on to something that she said almost
your words carefully in this world, bro.
Years ago. You do, but at the same time, choose your words. You choose your words, but for the people who listen to those words, also you have to understand where it came from and what was behind it and what she really said. Not once did she say she did not like white men. She didn't say that. She didn't.
No, she just said it wasn't for
it. That it wasn't her interpretation. So like, okay. But a lot of it was because what she was saying is the people that are sitting in these executive seats that have been making these decisions for a lot of people, and it's only been one demographic. You know what I mean? It's been that way, and we know that it's been that way in Hollywood for years. It's not just something that happened. It's just been going on for years, bro. And they're speaking about it. Now, here's the thing. I understand what people are saying because there's a difference between a situation like that and then you have people that are part of this cancel culture. Those individuals.
Well, that shit's nonsense.
That's completely nonsense. But it's two separate situations. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, you don't like Brie Larson, that's fine. But just keep in mind that there are other people that were in this film.
Of course. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all
That's
I'm
why
saying.
I never go out there and start shitting on people because that's stupid.
You know bro. It's crazy.
Right.
Listening to things, you're kind of like, well, all right, if that's your decision. But I'm a firm believer in second chances, too. So, you know, if people, you know, I don't. You know,
absolutely.
I'm not trying to just, shit on someone to shit on somebody.
I just want to give a shout out to Graham Jedi's Nice Watch. Thank you so much for being here, brother. He says, keep it positive, have fun, and respect each other. I mean, simple and plain. And you know, just that, you know, harping on what y'all saying, like me seeing the movie last night, I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I went in with low expectations. I did, but I was thoroughly entertained. It exceeded my expectations as well. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was there to see Beast at the end. I'm just gonna say it. I'm an X-Men fan. So I know. If you haven't seen it, sorry. But
what do you mean sorry? This is how we're gonna do it?
That's how we're gonna do it. Sorry.
That's how we're gonna do it.
I was there to basically see Tiana play I was there for her. I'm not gonna front. I was there for her. And I was there for Melania as well. I was there for her. Look. Because I think she's incredible as Miss Marvel. And I love that.
After seeing that, I watched the video. It was like, I forget who does it. I think it was Screen. I think a Screen Crush, the name of it. Just like, if I'm getting it wrong, sorry. But I watched it was like Captain Marvel in 6 minutes. I started watching the Captain Marvel show, but when Captain Marvel dropped, I just had Bella. My wife just had Bella, and I couldn't see anything. You know what I'm saying? And then I had Peacemaker, and then it just got lost in the barrage of fucking entertainment that we were getting all last year. So I never went back to it, but I watched getting a snapshot of it, and I was like, I missed a real good show. And I started going back watching episodes here and there, and I was like, I love her. I am a Ms. Marvel fan. She made the movie to me. I thought she was great, adorable, and enduring, and just her reaction towards everything. It took me back to the first time we saw Spider-Man with Tony Stark, and I know it's a little bit of that playing back. I know some people was like, well, we've seen that already, but it was cool to see the three of them together. I thought the three of them together, the chemistry was very cute. I liked the story. I want to give two. I already know I gave some stuff away, but I didn't want to give the interaction between Auntie Carol and Monica Rambeau. I loved that too. Yeah. I love where they went with that because I forgot about that. I was like, oh wow, that would be a thing.
It was, bro. I thought the thing is, bro, like the chemistry between all three of them in general was done well. It was done the way they played off of each other, and on top of that, it was this was a different Captain Marvel from what we got from the first film.
Oops.
It was a different Carol Danvers from the first film. You know what I mean? Her personality. And again, like even watching the film, not once did this film, there was no targeted agenda. Everyone had their own space.
It wasn't.
There was no women bashing men. There was no men trying to outshine women. Everyone collectively played their part in this film. It was diverse. It was just so diverse as far as the acting prowess. Maybe one of, I don't want to give one particular scene away, but it was just like, okay, really, y'all doing that with these little things? It is what it was. But besides that, I enjoyed the film and I enjoyed where it goes, where it's going. And it is what it is, man. It's definitely what it is. Not everybody's going to enjoy everything, and I respect that. If people didn't like the writing, if they didn't like the storyline, and they thought basically the pacing was okay, that's fine, because I wasn't going into it with that expectation that this was going to be a perfect film. Right now, Marvel's track record right now is not the greatest. They're trying to rewrite that ship, and this is the last of what we were supposed to get from this phase of Marvel. So moving on, let's see what they can do going forward. I can respect your opinion if you just didn't like it, but if you didn't like it because you're targeting one individual based off of something that she said outside of making a film. What she does on camera has nothing to do with what she said off camera. But again, this is the space that we live in, and it's unfortunate that in order for her to really, really escape it, she's going to have to divorce herself from the character. That's just the only way.
Well, I got an idea.
Crazy.
I got an idea of what's going to happen with, Captain Marvel and Brie Larson. I do. And I think if all of you that know the comic books, and with them bringing in the X-Men.
Bring in Rogue.
I already know what's going to happen with the third movie. If they're smart, I already know where it makes sense. Whereas if they go that direction, that's the way I think they should go with it. It would make a lot of sense. But speaking on that, Leo, I always feel like this. I've always been a person that could separate the artist from the art. I did it with Ezra Miller in The Flash. I've done it with. I still kind of time listen to R. Kelly music. I get it. I can separate the artist and the artist.
The thing, dude.
You can definitely separate, and the two things don't. Again, whatever she did or whatever Ezra did, and who's and right now, whatever Jonathan Majors is up against, you can't deny that the dude is a talented actor, and what he did on Loki, he was phenomenal. So that's what I'm saying. I divorce myself for what's going on in their personal life. It's what they do is what they do. As long as your performance on screen is validated, I'm cool with you there. You know what I mean? But everything else, I'm just very, very dismissive of. You know what I mean? I'm just like, whatever. I don't really care.
I just want to say this one, and Aries, I know you've been waiting to speak. I'm so sorry. We're gonna throw it to you. Demo Doom, thank you for the 20. Dude, I haven't seen the super chat. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna say something I was gonna have to check myself. Got a little excited, little hot under the collar. But yeah, thank you so much for that. He said, I love what you're saying here too. He says, love you guys and respect your opinion, but it is important to be critical of the media. There's no reason why women should uplift at the expense of men. Both are cool. I agree. Both are cool in their respective ways. Look at how far Fury has fallen. Now,
that's the point.
I will.
What the fuck, bro? Okay, so Jay, let me ask you a question, and this is what I want to know. So maybe I'm just gonna wait for them. Maybe this question was already answered, and I was trying to figure this shit out. Where does this movie fall in the timeline?
This is a total different Fury. This is not the same Fury we got in.
No, bro. Dude. Is this, and on top of that, bro? What? Okay. Where? I'm gonna say this like I'm Will Wheaton. Where were the scrolls?
For real.
So, and I'm just asking because was this before Secret Invasions? Or was
They don't
this
know.
after?
We don't even know who the fucking Avengers are, bro.
Maybe
this
hold on.
out,
Maybe
bro.
Secret Invasions is a whole
I'm one of the Avengers.
You are.
You are. Maybe
Okay, so
Secret
they said it was
Invasion was
supposed
a
to come out
different.
before.
Maybe it was a different dimension or some shit. I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it was a parallel universe.
Well, Louis Labit said it was supposed to come out before Secret Invasions.
Well, remember this movie was like 3-4 years.
It was delayed
behind, and it had like 3 different rewrites and
so
problems.
This was supposed to come out. So if that's the case, then maybe that's one of the reasons why we get to Secret Invasions and we see something totally different. Then maybe that's
even, like his physical look is different,
bro. The way he was
different.
acting was completely different, and that's why I was like, I needed to know where this falls in the timeline, because there was some just, I don't know, plot things going on that I just didn't really understand. So if this was before, I wish they would explain that. I wish there would have been some, I don't know. It just, it is what it is, bro.
Definitely. But Demo Doom, thank you for that. I totally appreciate it. Great question, great statement. Aries, your thoughts on that? If you just wanted to chime in on it.
It's all good stuff. I as far as the movie, I agree with Leo what he said earlier. I felt like it was. I just had a lot of fun with it. I felt like it was great balance. I feel like Captain Marvel in this one was different than the first movie. I love the chemistry with all three ladies. I thought it was really cool. What Samuel L. Jackson was doing. I liked the whole vibe of the film. I didn't feel in any way that one particular gender was being uplifted more than the other. I felt like I had good balance, and good respect all around. And I feel like, as honestly, and to be so general, as a society, we just need to be better at loving one another, appreciating one another, just being good people all around, having forgiveness, being there for people, giving back of yourself. And that's why it's hard for me to tolerate some of these forums, like we were talking about, like you go to Star Wars, how infectious everything gets. Oh my goodness. It's like walking into, hell's hive, and it can really bring you down, because I think innately, humanistically, we can be attracted to certain types of negativity, like a magnet. We can
everybody
also
loves drama, Aries. I mean, inherently. I mean, humans.
And on the other side, you got to know exactly, because I think the other side, Anthony, positively, we can be drawn that way as well. And I think there's got to be good balance with it. I don't know, and I think we do, Anthony. We get like really freaking. We get drawn to the drama.
That's why I like TMZ and all those other things, and
like take Star Wars. Like take Star Wars. Yeah, and it gets really like every show that comes out. Expectations are like it's like with the Marvels movie. It's like. I knew this wasn't going to be, as I said at the beginning, Infinity War Endgame. I wasn't expecting it to be
nobody can
Infinity.
Expect that, right?
It was with The Mandalorian. I wasn't expecting that show to be Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi. To me, it was impossible. Impossible for it to be at that level. Even like the level of, say what you want about the Phantom Menace. It wasn't going to have that type of production epic. It just wasn't going to do that. It wasn't going to have, if it did, it's great. But I feel like I go into these things like, okay, Endgame's over. There's a reset. What's going on now? There's a lot of things going on. There's new characters being introduced. There's got to be a new things that got to start getting established. It's not going to be at that level. Same thing with Star Wars. Rise of Skywalker's over. The sequels were over. Now they're trying to go ahead and rebuild. You got this show coming out, you got that show coming out. They're trying to, Filoni's trying to build this, Favreau's trying to build this, Deborah Chow's trying to build this. you know, you got all these different things coming out. I'm just sitting back, kind of like what we were talking about in the beginning. Hey, what do you do now while production is slowed down? Taking a deep breath. I like Star Wars. I like some of the things that are going on. I don't like some of the things that are going on. Overall, I think it's overall positive. I think the right people are involved. I think we got a few years to go before we get to a movie, but they're working on it. Same thing with Marvel. There's things that I'm liking since Endgame. Quite frankly, I liked No Way Home.
It keeps you busy as well.
It keeps you, and I liked Multiverse of Madness. What was going on there with it keeps me busy.
I had to slide that one in there,
baby. Come on.
I had to slide that in there. They released. Plus, listen, everybody, right now, have your time with Aries right now, because after December, January comes, he's going to be on that press tour to promote. So you're not going to see him.
Like, hey, it's that guy from that channel.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like everything gets a little too critical. I feel like sometimes now I want to go back and say, if something really sucks, or you know, a company really screws something up, criticism is deserved. You need to talk about it, but I also think that there's a certain respectful way, and there's a humanistic way to approach. Because Leia, like you were saying, at the end of the day, even if you're going to criticize something, there's still a lot of producers that poured their heart and soul. You know, people. You know, everyone will see these movies if you sit till the very end. And I do, where there's that ending. It's like thousands and thousands
of people that were involved, man. You start seeing the names of everybody that was involved, you know, all the way down to like the caterers, bro. Like everybody that was basically involved in this film. And you just are like, yo, a lot of people put a lot into it. But again, you also realize that there are certain things that, you know, hit the cutting room floor. You know that with editing. You know, things that didn't make it on film. You know, this movie itself was like an hour and 45 minutes or 40 something minutes. It was like one of the shortest MCU films, and they did it that way. But I mean, I think that if they would have just added a few more sprinkles, it would have been right there, but it was still enjoyable. And I think that the pacing, and on top of that, man, and I hate that basically the pacing was dope. And we had the first Black African-American woman director for an MCU film. And that to me right there was worth talking about, because it meant so much to her as well. And to see her get that experience, I was happy, because that's the one thing you can say about Disney, and I don't care what people say. They spread the wealth, and they give diversity a chance. And I think more companies should do stuff like that regardless. And I like that aspect of it. You know what I mean? Now, I may not have liked, and I want to ask, I was waiting to get on here tonight because I want to ask Anthony this question.
Oh,
Anthony, how do you feel about Taika Waititi not directing the next Thor
I
film?
couldn't be fucking happier, dude. Oh shit, I saw that news. I was like, this is what I'm talking about right now.
I had it teed up.
Get a W on my side.
Yeah.
You know,
I had it
Nice
teed up.
segue, right? Nice segue. I didn't even know you was gonna do that, Jay. I had no idea just now. I did not know. I didn't know you was gonna put that up or not. But I was like, yo, I could not wait to ask Anthony this question, because it's been on my mind for a few days. How do you feel that Taika Waititi is not directing the next Thor film, bro?
Yeah, I'm ecstatic, bro. Over the fucking moon. Because Love and Thunder, that movie sucked, dude. I'm sorry. Like, you know, look, I can follow up and say if you guys enjoyed it, cool. But man, that was not fucking Thor. That was, you know, look. I liked Ragnarok. Yeah. I don't think he's a bad director. I like Jojo Rabbit. I thought that was a really cool film that he did.
He's a good director, just not for Marvel.
But I just wasn't feeling that. I just, you know, I don't know if it was like a one-trick pony. He took Ragnarok. It was like
Ragnarok was incredible. Parts. And that's the thing. It was Ragnarok was a Thor film, and I loved it.
Yeah, it felt good because we realized Hemsworth can be funny, and it was like, we'll give him a little bit of comedy and. You know, he's still Chris Hemsworth. He's still going to bring, you know, fans in. He's going to bring the ladies in. You know, he's he's got the charm, and the direction was good. The art was badass. It felt like a fucking Jack Kirby book.
Yes.
I mean, I love the colors and the sharp angles. I mean, that was a good movie to me, man. And then I feel like he's like, let's crank it up to 11.
He cranked it up to
Love
11,
and Thunder, and it just
he has a
suit
thing
it, bro.
where he can take dark tones and paint them so big and make it hilarious. He has a knack for that. He did that in Jojo Rabbit. I mean, anytime you can take a story about Hitler and and what was going on, in Germany and all that.
That was a great movie.
And it
I really like Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit.
It was a phenomenal film, bro. It was a tearjerker as well.
Yes, it was.
It was such.
But that's the
and
thing.
everybody knows. If you, all I have to say is shoes.
That's all you got to say.
Yeah,
and it will break you.
It will break you.
No, it was a very well.
It will literally break you, bro.
You will be laughing. And the sad part, you was laughing in the scene before that, but then you see the shoe scene,
and it's like, oh, I was heartbroken.
Yep. So his quirkiness works for that style, though. Like, I felt like, because you're saying, what the fuck's World War II has to do with Hitler, his imaginary friend, what the hell? But it worked. It was a good movie, a good direction. Everything was good. Ragnarok, cool, you got it.
Well,
I don't know what the fuck Love and Thunder was supposed to be.
See, I liked. Now, no, don't get me wrong, Anthony. Ragnarok was the bomb. That film was just awesome. So, Love and Thunder was not anywhere close to Ragnarok, but I will say I did enjoy Love and Thunder. It wasn't the best, but I did enjoy it. So here's a case in point. It wasn't as good as Ragnarok, but I heard a lot of stuff about it. I kept away from the super negative stuff, but I heard. I
just said it fucking sucked. I don't know how more negative.
No, but you weren't killing it though. You were just giving an opinion. You weren't like
no, I'm not
talking
gonna
bad
I'm not
about
fucking make an article about it or
exactly. You were like being this,
Yeah.
But my point was, I went and watched it, and here was my impression. I watched the damn thing, and when it was over, I was like, this ain't that fracking bad. That was literally what I said. I said, "Oh, Christian Bale is gore." I'm like, okay, it's not, the best bad guy ever.
Bro.
What's that? No,
I said he was very underutilized, but I agree.
Bro.
And look,
I was like, it was average. That's what I want to say.
Average. Sit up, bro. I'm getting.
And I was okay. And I'm okay. It's kind of like, and look, I want to bring this up. Look at the Mando season 3. If you want my opinion, besides that first and 2 episodes, which set it up, but seriously, like the Mandalorian season 3 was okay. It was average. But for me, that's good enough for Star Wars. Does that make sense?
There's but here's the thing. I think we all come from different walks of life and have different life experiences or different hobbies, right? So I feel like, and I don't take this away from you at all, Aries, but for someone like Leo's lost his goddamn mind.
It was what you did, bro. When Aries was talking about, he started talking about gore, bro, and it was your response and your timing. When he started talking about gore, you was like, "Ooh, you sound, bro." You went into Macho Man mode, bro. He was like, "Ooh, he was underutilized, bro."
Well, it happens, man. Listen,
by the way, they only made 300 gores. I may not be wrong.
The only reason I'm saying this, and it's funny, Leo's observation is because I'm gonna try to get through this.
Go ahead.
Leo and I, we've read a lot of comics.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think from our life experience, our expectations were different.
Yeah.
So for some people who don't watch or read comics, which honestly is like probably fucking 80% of the Marvel audience. It started because of us. It really did.
Right.
I mean, we're the guys that filled in the seats in the theaters.
Yeah.
I will say that, if it wasn't for comic book readers, the MCU would not be successful.
Absolutely.
However, because at that point, because we all go see it, we're like, holy shit, we get to see this in live action. This is amazing. We're all filling the seats. Then it becomes a commercial success. Then it becomes mainstream. Then everybody else is like, I want to know what the fuss is about. What is Iron Man about? All I'm hearing is great things. So, word of mouth happens, then boom, it explodes, right? So, but for us, like who read comics, we were kind of like, what the? I felt that way about Civil War, right?
Yeah.
Civil War was a good movie, had nothing to do with the comics. So,
you know what, Anthony, you bring up a great point. My friend Stephanie, she couldn't stand what happened on HBO with Game of Thrones. And I said, why?
Mafia.
And she was like, it's nothing like the books. Cersei isn't that way. It doesn't go this way. But I didn't read the damn books. So I don't care.
Yeah,
but
I get that.
I respect it, though, because she's like, but Aries, this filled my soul back then, and I'm disappointed. I'm like, I get it. But you see, I can't appreciate from that side because I can appreciate it, but I don't get it because I didn't read it. Now, if I went ahead and read it.
That's the problem, bro, because it's like he said, because we come from like a comic background, we do, and reading books and knowing what we know about Gore the God Butcher, bro, that wasn't a story that you can tell in one film. Because this guy, it took Thor several books of him getting his ass whooped in the comics. Like it took several books for him to beat Gore, and over those books, we're talking about how in the hell are you going to give us Gore the God Butcher on screen, and he only butchers one god in the very beginning of the film, right? And he wasn't even at the level where he should have been. Like you didn't see it, and that was my point, bro. Like, and here's the thing: when we're having these
almost a joke,
it was definitely a joke. And when we're talking about this film, now mind you, we're not singling out one person, and it's not targeted at hatred for an individual. Because I don't hate Taika Waititi. He is a brilliant director. He is a brilliant director. Some of his work is incredible. And his vision is incredible. Yes. His comedic timing is incredible. And let's not forget what he did with Ragnarok, but he was reeled in some. He wasn't given the keys to the kingdom. He was reeled in. But when we get this particular film, we're already coming off the simple fact that, okay, we got Infinity War, which gave us a broken Thor. It was evident in that film, and it made sense.
Right.
But they took him from that film and put him in this. And you know what, Anthony, and I said this before, should have seen that shit coming. I should have seen it coming when we watched episode of
I
What
tried
If.
to warn you guys.
That episode of What If,
watching
that episode of What If, I should have seen.
Oh my God.
Yes, that was a precursor to what we were going to actually see in this film. They made him look like a fucking joke in this film, like he lost his mind. And the only thing, all right, some people basically they came up with this scenario. Well, the way you were seeing the film was through the eyes of Korg. Please let that be true, because then it would make more sense if that's because Korg was telling a story.
Yeah, but that's bullshit. That's
exactly
it is, bro. It is.
Well, and I'll be honest with you, Gore to me
right
was an unimpressive villain. I mean, I love Christian Bale, but it wasn't like, it didn't project himself as like Thanos. It was just, I don't know. It was like,
yeah.
So if he's the god killer and killing all these gods and had to go through, all this time in the comics, I certainly didn't get that relation. I was just like, it's kind of like a,
they do that for exposition for the audience. So you go, oh, okay, I guess that's what that guy does, and then they move on. You know what I mean? So you understand as a viewer, as like a casual. I don't mean that in an offensive way. Just to people in general who aren't familiar with the source material, they're just getting a point across and they're moving on, and then it
kind of like Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, Snoke's dead, and it was the Emperor all along. Move on. Here you go.
Don't get me started on them prequels.
Oh shit, we can't have a show without talking about prequels.
I call them prequels. I'm doing the disservice.
Anyway, I made Snoke, whatever the hell he said. I don't know.
It is what it is, I guess. I know it's kind of cliche to say, but we can't.
Hopefully we can get back to who Thor really is and what he meant. Because the thing is, bro, I was thinking about this, and Jay, I was thinking about this, bro. I was like, yo, like, I told myself I was not getting that Thor from this film. I was like, I'm not doing it. But
Figure looks
I
dope, dude.
need a Thor because of that head sculpt. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And I looked at the articulation. And like I told you, sometimes I can get a character and divorce him from the film.
Yeah.
And just have my own interpretation. I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm doing that with Morbius because I'm divorcing him from that film.
Can you do that with Luke from The Last Jedi with the Hot Toys?
Nope.
Sorry.
Actually, no, I can't.
Crate I did.
The crate Luke was incredible.
That's a great figure.
Yes,
that is a
one.
phenomenal figure.
Really
so
nice.
that should have been the Luke that we saw the whole way through.
I totally agree.
That should have been the Luke that we actually saw. That would have made sense. But who's out there? Charlie, was that Charlie the Unicorn that made that? He was like, I seen Leia waving his finger more. Yeah. I'm saying what I'm saying is literally like, yo, that's funny. But I mean, again, I'm just like when we do that. Like, let me ask everybody a question. Everybody out there in the chat as well. Have you seen a movie that was horrible? And you're like, man, that movie sucked. But there was a figure that you like from that movie that you just needed to have. And you've divorced that figure from that film and made your own scenario. Has anyone ever done that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of Last Jedi figures right here.
Batman, Robin. Batman
and Robin. Pick, man.
Take your pick, dude.
Like, it's all Disney Star Wars right here. I mean, like fucking Boba Fett. Like, I love Boba Fett.
Yo, so you see how I turned him? He's like, yeah, man, I'm looking at this.
Well, it sucks. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, I'm gonna tell you this, Lael. So here's the thing with the Thor. I know you're talking about that, but I am telling you, doing Hot Toys artisan Thor, it just he has too much hair, dude. It makes too much sense because if they did what's her name, Elizabeth Olsen, I think that Thor is on her level, and the hair. Well, I don't know. I guess it's arguable whose hair is better, but the hair is long, and it's Thor. I could definitely see an artisan Thor, dude. Even more than Iron Man. I feel like they're gonna do. Maybe they won't do an Iron Man. I hope they don't. They have like enough, like 100th. They have a million Iron Mans, but I feel like any excuse they have for an Iron Man, they'll do. But I think they're going to do Thor and Artisan, so that's going to be like another thing.
He could look good, but it depends on what film they do.
Yeah.
Which means, if they bounce back and do like an Avengers Thor. Well, his hair was kind of shortish. I mean, but you know, I just don't think they should do Love and Thunder because that movie was
Please
not good.
No.
You get something there, Anthony.
For the general audience, I mean.
We could use another Avengers Thor because that figure is the age is showing on that figure. I'm looking at it right now. And
what is the Scarlet Witch one, Jay?
Endgame.
The artisan. That's Endgame.
Okay. That's Endgame.
Yeah, be Endgame.
Not to be confused with Civil War's Endgame.
So couldn't they do Thor for one of the Avengers? I guess they could.
Yeah.
They could pick
but it would make a little more sense to just do Avengers because, well, we've already passed the 10-year anniversary on it, but we're getting another Mark fucking, whatever, 7.
Here's another,
Loki. Like, we're getting some of those.
How many freaking Lokis are we getting? So to me, I'm like, with his beautiful hair, I could see them doing it. Yeah. I can see them doing Loki.
Bro, they give me that God of Stories Loki. I am all in, bro. I'm telling you that right now.
For sure.
Anthony, watch this season, please.
I gotta watch season 1 first, right? So I know what's going on.
Watch season 1 first.
I haven't seen it.
And then watch season 2, bro.
Honestly, it should have been. It almost should have been one big season. It really should.
Bro, they should just do it as they should make it a movie. Like literally.
I agree.
Seasons 1 and 2 should be a film.
I agree.
That's how brilliant it is, bro.
If Lael thinks I should watch it,
I think you should. I think you should.
I may watch it then.
I think you should.
I don't believe any of you guys. It's just coming from this kind of comic background and I'm sure it's not accurate, but if it's good,
it's not accurate. But I'm gonna tell you why. Because and
With
they
the
can attest to
loafers.
this as well.
Them loafers were smooth,
Bro, the loafers were smooth, but I'm
and
gonna
they
tell
stayed
you
on.
why.
Mhm.
The reason why is because in the cinematic universe, and you know this, bro, from the books, Loki is more powerful than the cinematic universe has ever made him. They have never.
That is true.
They have nerfed his ability. It's not all
They
about
nerfed a lot of characters.
illusions and him throwing knives. Just no, he's powerful.
Yep.
But bro, this show really shows you him becoming. He's coming into his own. He definitely comes into his own, especially by the end of season 2, because he's on a whole different level now, and it just I was never really a full-on Loki fan until this season. I am a true blue Loki fan, bro. I am. This show made me a believer, and Tom Hiddleston killed it, bro.
Yes, he did.
He killed it, bro. I think the entire cast did such a great job of conveying how well a story can be, and we say this all the time. It's all about writing. The writing makes a difference, bro. And I think
writing
you should
is
watch
everything, dude. Writing is everything.
Everything, bro.
It just really is to me. There's no other.
Yeah,
dude. Can I take a moment and totally get us off the fucking rails?
Yeah, sure.
Do it.
I'm gonna share my.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do.
If you're sharing what I'm looking at right now, bro,
I am.
If you are sharing what the
I got these booty pics right here that I'm sharing right now.
Ooh.
Maybe Layla and I are on the same page, but I shared it.
Oh
Jay,
man, I thought you was gonna tell me about. I thought you was gonna share like some information about Wrath of Khan figures dropping or something. But
no, not yet. So
yep, same thing. Yep.
Wow.
So this is cool, man, because you guys know. Look, I don't really fuck with a lot of too much third parties, but
hold
sometimes
on,
they just
hold on. Stop right here. Stop right there. Are you fucking kidding me? Do I see? Is that Sentry? Is that fucking Sentry in the background?
Sentry in the background, bro.
Yep. Sentry. So, which is an odd choice considering these are all X-Men, but you know
right.
what? Sentry. That's dope.
Is that Cable, bro?
It is Cable. That's kind of maybe the one I'll be definitely getting, bro. Because
wow, bro. But here's the thing, though,
because back in they got me back.
But this is where I'm kind of conflicted because, bro, the sideshow Cyclops and Magneto is dope, bro. It is. That Magneto is a work of art,
and that sold out pretty quick, didn't it?
Yes, that is a work of art. So that's where it's kind of hard for me. But this looks good. So the only one that there's the only one that I would be
just was like, hey, like, oh shit, like
I would be interested in that Cable.
Shit.
Cable is the one that I'm mostly interested in because I have all of these. The Cable is going to be the one.
Yeah,
I still have my sideshow Deadpool. So
boy,
I would like
that's
that
going to be that's going to go together like peanut butter and jelly, bro.
Yeah,
they give us Sentry, bro.
All-time favorite fucking Deadpool. So.
Dude,
get that Cable.
Cable, I really want that Cable.
That Cable's gonna be crazy, bro.
Yeah, I love with the big pockets and all. Give it to me.
That Cable,
give me all that Rob Liefeld '90s goodness and the Jim Lee era, like with all the pockets and pouches and bulges,
bro.
Yes,
it's fucking crazy.
The Booty King, bro. Appreciate the Booty King, bro. Thank you so much, God.
This is right.
Yeah, bro. Do you have this? Do you have the sideshow Magneto? Did any of you guys have the sideshow Magneto?
I never picked him up. I did, however, have Cyclops.
I had it in my hand in my comic shop.
Bro,
I didn't
listen to me, Jay. When I tell, and on top of that, bro, what's dope about that Magneto, is that he comes with the hand that shows like the magnetic, it gives you like the magnetic, his power source. Floating his helmet in his hand, bro. It is so, bro. I will never. That's one of those other Grail figures that I would never part with. I would never part with that Magneto. Is that dope? It is that sideshow Magneto is a work. I don't know why they didn't continue to go down that line and give us more, but they should, because that Magneto is incredible, bro.
Here's the thing. So
they fucked up with Gambit. That's probably why.
So for people who don't know, this is a third party. These are unlicensed. This is Present Toys. So if you guys are familiar with Present Toys, they're hit or miss, but what they recently showed off a couple months ago, their Blade figure looked pretty good. Then again, so did their Blade, that also looks pretty good. So which they're also, you know, they did Rogue and Gambit, and those are great figures from So. But I think
don't like that Present Toys.
We saw. I covered it a couple weeks ago. I think a Saturday night on the show with Cyclops. He looks decent. But bro, I think they could do it. I think I'm very interested in Sentry and Cable.
Very interested in Sentry and Cable. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Now that I know this is Present Toys, I'm like, oh.
Hold on.
I'm like, oh.
Not that I don't like everybody. I love X-Men. Period. But. Cable, bro.
Cable.
It's, you know, it's fucked up because you remember, it seems like it was forever ago that I day one pre-ordered Cable from Deadpool 2.
Right.
And I'm not a really big fan of those movies. Like, they're okay. And I like Josh Brolin. It wasn't nothing like that. It just it wasn't the comics for me. It didn't feel like old school stuff. And even though Cable and Deadpool, the comic run, the 50-issue run, is not super old in comparison to like New Mutants 98 or 86 for Cable.
This boy is still dope. I don't care what nobody says.
He is. Bro. He's still a cool figure. That one I did.
Leather jacket, bro. Like it's on point with the effects. It's still dope, bro. That's the thing.
That's the sideshow one.
Yes.
Wow.
This is the sideshow one right here, bro. He comes with the leather jacket. You get the effects, visor. It looks good. This is why I said I don't need the Present Toys version of this, and I don't need the Present Toys version of Magneto, because that the Magneto, the reason why I didn't take it out is because I have all of them positioned in one display a certain way.
Right, yeah.
He was the loose one that I have, and that's because I have the astonishing Cyclops in the display with the rest of them. This is the one that I have, you know, just separately from it. But bro, it's still dope. I can't part with this. I definitely can't. It's dope, I'm telling you.
Oh, that's a good question, Renz. He says, has anybody made an Apocalypse or a Cyclops version? Apocalypse Cyclops version. I guess he's talking the age.
No, well.
Oh shit, my bad.
I'm Anthony. The one cent statue version of Apocalypse
Studios. So here's the thing: we didn't get a Cyclops, which is strange. But hopefully they'll do a little bit more. We have Apocalypse. He's not out yet, but I have Rogue, and I have Colossus, and then the other four are Magneto, Bishop, Storm, and Weapon X.
Yeah,
and those four aren't quite out yet. They should be shipping soon. And then, of course, and Sabanur, man, fucking Apocalypse, bro. I can't wait to get that shit, bro. He's so fucking big.
That's what I'm saying. If they do a 1/6 scale Apocalypse, it has to be to scale. It has to be.
Yeah, well, he could, because he
can shape it.
You know, he can change his size.
I want the beastly side, bro.
Yeah, you need to have that kind of like, Juggernaut kind of height, sort of, you know, a little bit taller, you know, a little slenderish, you know, not quite Juggernaut, but you know what I mean? That imposing.
Yes.
He's got to be bigger than
bro.
The rest.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to AJ. What's up with you, AJ?
What's up, AJ?
Good to have you here.
Hold on, bro.
Absolutely. Aries, you back with us? Good. You doing good, bro?
I am doing good. I do got a jet in a few. Apologize, but I have some news that maybe is not new for you guys, but new for me looking. Did you guys know that Star-Lord and Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is waitlisted now too?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That was waitlisted the other day. Yeah, I saw that.
That is a little bit crazy. Now you got Gamora. I mean, I think that I think Rocket is still available.
They need to complete that line, man. Where is Mantis and Drax? That's what we need. Come on, they was on a roll, giving me faith that they were going to get all of those out. I think we're still going to get them, but it's like, come on, what's the hold up?
Well, you want to talk about like, it's kind of like if they come out with those other Inquisitors, which I believe that they will.
Yeah,
you already got Riva and the Grand Inquisitor on waitlist. So now if they come out with the rest on the Guardians of the Galaxy, now you're getting that line that's on waitlist. I feel like Jay and gang that there's so many of these that are suddenly just now going on waitlist now. And I think before the holidays, I don't know. I think there may be a lot. But it's November 16th, and I don't know like how much they can do. But the way that they've been operating this year, if they have one of those couple of weeks like they've had more than several times this year, they can have a pretty busy December, and it could be I don't know.
No, I think you're on to something. I think they're going to end the year off with a bang. I think, and maybe it's just hope, me being hopeful, but I think we'll get something substantial from Star Wars. I mean, I'm talking about from the OT. I think we will. I think we'll get that. I think their announcements aren't over. I think they're gearing up. Man. I think we'll get something. I think they're going to end the year off. They're going to end the year off with something big. If not that, another Star Wars artisan. I will say that. At the
I can
least.
see that. That'd be cool.
Another Star Wars artisan.
So let me ask you guys a question. If they gave us an ultimate Star Wars artisan, I don't know whatever that would be, whether it's like let's take a Han Solo, and it was an artisan, and you could also get the sculpted hair and it was an OT one, and it looked really good. It had the rolling eyes. It's like, they did the Indiana Jones. Now Harris, if they only gave us that and maybe a Chewbacca, is that enough? See, to me,
and one ain't happening. I gave up.
It would be enough.
It would be enough.
It would be enough to round out the year.
Yeah,
with expectations of more to come.
Yes,
because what that would show me, I don't care if it's Han Solo, I don't care if it's Luke, I don't care if it's Leia, I don't care if it's Tarkin. What that would show me is that now they're interested again.
Yep.
Now we're gonna see more of this.
That's what I'm hoping.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly what you mean. That's so if they came out with like, I don't know, another R2, another Boba Fett, or another this, I'd be like, okay, well, you could do that all day. Another Trooper.
Yeah, you can do that all day. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care. But if they did like just Han, I feel like that they're, back into it or that type of, I think it's going to happen. I get that hunch, and maybe it will be, with an artisan or something super epic, like that. I don't know, but I feel like I'm going through withdrawal because there hasn't been a new Iron Man announcement in a couple weeks, and
there's a little bit of that. Yeah. No, I mean, look, there's no doubt. Because listen, man, you want to talk about somebody who's never been more sure of anything. I don't have much OT anymore, and I had every single OT release. I kept a few, but I really feel like we're going to start seeing those again.
What's up?
I don't have any inside information or any of that. I just knowing the ebbs and flows of the collecting world and Hot Toys. You got a ton of new collectors the past 5 years who don't have anything OT except maybe, Lando, Snowspeeder Luke, Bespin Luke, maybe if they were lucky, they got on the tail end of like Endor, Leia, and Wicket, that
I'm hoping, dude. I'm hoping.
But to latch on it, but to add on to that, I'll be honest with you. I did a short this morning of my so I was just knocking out my shorts, just getting some shorts in. And I did a short video, of Stormtrooper Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. And I got a comment on the video, and the comment, this guy was like, Luke looks terrible. And I was, and I thought about it. I was like, I can see why he said that because of where we're at now. I can see that.
He does.
He does compared to where we're at now. So, and I thought about that. I was like, yeah, he does. And it just hit me like a sack of bricks of what you're saying, Anthony. Yeah.
That artisan's coming, though, Jay.
Part of you in that moment was like, motherfucker, let me talk about my damn.
But
Part of
listen,
it was. It was a little bit of that. It was a little bit of that. But he was right. I was like, but they right.
Yo, but at the time, it was dope. It was really cool at the time.
Yes.
Just like, Captain America, the First Avenger. Which was also, him and Red Skull were, well, I still think Red Skull holds up, but those were like my first figures back in the day. And back in the day, that Cap was badass. I was like, dude, this is fucking awesome. Little did I know, like, his outfit sucks, his cardboard articulation sucked. Sorry, Aries, you gotta go.
No, I do got a jet, so I'm gonna, but I so appreciate, always being invited to the show, Jay, and what a great conversation. And apologize, I was late tonight. But good, that just saying that Artisan Luke, Farm Boy or Ceremony, if they could do something like that with his hair in the wind with the farm, oh boy, that would be a great upgrade.
I feel personally offended by that. I mean, you give us an Anakin.
Where's Luke?
Where's Luke?
Give us his son and his daughter.
Yeah,
his best friend.
No, I mean, I'm kidding. I'm not, but I know the popularity of the prequels for the generation before us, and even some of us. But I know how more that is. But for a lot of us, like, oh yeah, we need a Luke. If you're gonna give us an Anakin, definitely give us Luke.
You know what, Anthony? I hate to laugh, but they'll wind up giving us a Artisan Pedro Pascal Mando, and
no, bro.
We'll see what
I still never bought that Mando. I still have never bought that Mando. I got the other two, but I was like, nah, I'm good. Like,
listen, peace, guys. Love you all.
Definitely. Good to have you here. Thank you so much for being here, brother. Appreciate you.
God bless.
Definitely. Yeah, we're about to close out, guys. Guys, it was an amazing show. Just want to give a shout out. Thank you so much, AJ, for the $5 bomb. Can we get a life-size mouse droid? It would be, bro. It definitely would be. I could see them doing that. I could see that definitely being like a Hasbro type of thing. I could see that.
You said a mouse droid? Okay.
Yeah.
He specified. Okay.
Yeah. What'd you think he said?
It doesn't matter what he thinks. He said.
Oh my God.
It's not even like
we're going back to that. We're going back.
No, we ain't going back
because we don't go back on our. No,
I was just making sure because I didn't know what he said. As soon as I heard mouse, I was like, wait a minute, somebody's.
And then you read the next word, and then it's problem solved. You figured it out. It's no big deal. Like he's like, all right, this fucking guy.
Definitely. Bless you, funnies in BC. Who the fuck was this guy? It's all good. Don't worry. Loved you guys. But no, thank you all for being here in the chat tonight. We had big numbers tonight. Thank you so much for the big number energy and all you guys being here watching us tonight. It was definitely great. I know we didn't have too much news, but I think we had a great conversation still. Yeah. Really engaging conversation. Great panel, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Cornbread Kenny, what you got going on, brother?
Cornbread Kenny, bro. You already know what time it is, man. Cornbread in the building. Cornbread out to everybody. Yes, I'm gonna eat my cornbread. But nah, nah, man, thank you for having me here, bro. Tomorrow night is definitely Figure Flex Friday. Again, we're full steam ahead with that. There's still Figure Flex Wars. Sunday we have Collectors Lounge International, followed by Comic Book Talk with Friends on Monday. Say What Wednesday, back again for another episode. Don't know when we're going to be doing Uncivilized Scoundrels. I mean, it's got to get with everybody else, and because there's plenty to talk about. We just got to get in that form to talk about it. But yeah, man. Thanks for having me here, man. It's been a crazy week. We find things to talk about.
Exactly.
Where it's not all recycled jargon. We find things to talk about.
That's right.
Contrary to what people are made to believe, we find things to talk about. We ain't all just about we
don't run out of steam.
We don't run out of steam. Definitely. We ain't all about checking out or what is it? Tapping out. Just a little tap, tap, tap. Just give it a little tap, tap. We're not all about.
That's Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. You already
understood
know
that reference.
Definitely. Exactly.
I was like, wait a minute. My brain was spinning. I was like, wait.
Just give it a little taparoo. But
Love
yeah,
that shit.
exactly. We're not all about that contrary. And I know that those who may think that way are probably watching the show right now. Where somebody would gift some membership so we can see people exposed.
I like those artillery barrages. I love it when people do that on my show because I'm like, here's
definitely.
Okay.
And if you think shots are fired, they definitely are. Just lucky I ain't saying no fucking names, and I'm not giving you that credit. That you know who you are. But anyway, thank you for having me. All day, every day, I'm here with my brothers, and that's what it's all about. We collect. We are about that life. We do this shit for a living, but also we do this shit for sources of entertainment and peace. So fuck what you heard. This is what it's all about.
Hell yeah. Damn, I fucking dropped the goddamn mic on that. You ain't ever lied. Thank you so much for being here, big bro. I really appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Christian Dior. I call him Christian Dior. Christian Dior, the player, the pimp.
I call him Mr. Chen. I think it's fucking awesome. But I love Christian. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? Love you. I gotta get you on the show, man. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna get you on here. I'm bad at that at times, but I'm definitely gonna get you on here, bro. I need your energy, bro. Love you, and love what you and Joel do, man. Y'all are great together. Definitely.
They are. I was tuning in this morning. It's morning for us because it's evening for them. But
exactly. Yeah,
him and Draw are kicking ass, man. They're having a good time over there.
Hell yeah.
Good discussions.
Definitely make sure you go check that out on Joel's channel, Big Brother. Definitely on Thursdays. It's Thursdays for us, yeah. But
Thursday mornings for us, yeah. Good vibes over there.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Mr. Mafia, what you got going on, brother? Man, dude, where is? Can you? I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot, but
you are.
But I am. Where come on, because I don't want them right now because I know that's gonna come a mirage of shit that's coming out. But
do tell.
Wrath
of Khan. Wait, what's going on?
Savick went up for pre-order.
I know, but I thought we was gonna get more. I thought we was gonna get like more.
Well, you thought, yeah. Like, I mean, it's happening. I mean, it's happening. I'm not in control of scheduling. I mean, they're coming. I mean, I've had them in hand.
I know.
But they're coming. So I mean, stay tuned, and it's the best thing we can do. Hey, listen, this we go full circle to the beginning of the show, man. We have lulls, man. You take time, appreciate what you fucking got, Jay. Redo your displays again, repost your shit, and when Wrath of Khan is here,
what is that there? What is that, Leo?
The first to know.
That's the Aurora Borealis. What is that? The snake eating his tail. We're right back there. We're right back in low.
Yeah, we're right. Yeah, we're
and he's holding the figure.
Right, we're good. Like nothing's fucked, dude. Like, things are coming. It's gonna be. Yeah, it's a great time to be a collector, man. All across the board, man. We got Star Trek, we got Hot Toys, we got NR, we get fucking 3-0, and we get everybody. I know I'm leaving names out, but point is, there's just so much great shit. So, relax a little bit. We got it. Everything's coming.
Absolutely,
it's gonna be fun.
Absolutely, definitely. But what you got going on, bro?
I don't know. I did a short earlier today. The NR Gandalf. I finally was like, all right,
I saw that, bro. It's dope.
Thanks, man. I should have done it like last month, but honestly, dude, Baldur's Gate 3 got me by the fuck nuts, dude. I love that game so much. I love Dungeons and Dragons, so I was like, all right, but I did put out that short. It's pretty cool, but it's just kind of a precursor. I will be doing my review on it. I know there's been some reviews already out there, but I'm still gonna get my opinions on it.
Absolutely.
For people who want to, check mine out, that should be coming sometime. And show, Saturday night.
Absolutely.
Go to show Saturday night and Tuesdays, and I don't really know what's going on. I mean, just kind of doing my thing right now, and again, kind of enjoying this time. I mean, that's another reason why I've been fucking gaming, because I was like, all right. I haven't really gotten to anything in a while, and it's pretty slow right now. And honestly, bro, it's pretty nice, man. You drop 3-4 weeks to a video game, man, you ain't spending money.
Hell yeah,
that's true.
Whooping Toya's ass on Mortal Kombat the other night, and
see, there you go. Like, how fun is that?
But wait.
Have you download Omni-Man yet?
Not yet, bro. Because we just started playing the other night, and I'm just kind of dusting off them cobwebs of what I know and just learning the new shit. The only thing that I cannot stand about this game, bro, is the tag team shit, bro. And you can't remove it. You can't. It's just the way it is. That's the only thing that I don't like about it. But other than that, I'm having some fun, bro. And she's been giving me some business. She just never won yet.
Okay.
Well, I think fucking Pedro Lopez, man, maybe almost laugh a little too hard at that comment.
What do you say,
man.
bro? What do you say?
Jay was maybe not around to understand, but
Booker T. Leo almost showing up again. Oh yeah, you already know, bro.
That shit was too damn funny, bro.
Last Saturday I said Negro, but I said
I was there. I saw it. I mean, I was watching.
That?
I was watching.
It was in the heat of the moment because of how I felt about basketball, and I am unapologetically
hold on.
sorry.
When you see, because I saw that show, y'all went from talking Hot Toys talk, to 1/6 Action Collector talk to locker room not locker room, but locker room and barbershop talk.
Barbershop talk.
I'm gonna say you black.
I mean,
N-words fly. I'm sorry. N-words, when you talk barbershop talk, it just comes out. It just come out,
and you can't hold back.
You can't hold back.
You
bring up sports, it just happens.
Especially when you're talking about basketball, bro. Like
it just happens.
It just happened. It was Mafia's fault because he brought it up.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, it is. You brought up basketball, bro. You started talking about it.
But you gotta learn how to control the emotions when it comes to basketball. That's not on me, bro. That's not on me. That is not on me, sir.
I can't do that, bro.
That's like every time someone brings up the sequels. Do I blame you guys? No. I don't. I say, you know what? I flew off the fucking handle because I fucking don't like them. You got me heated. That's on me. I'm sorry. So, but yeah, no, it was fun. It was all good, dude.
It was fun.
It's just a great show.
It just happened.
Yeah, I was dying. And I was with wifey. I was like, I want to be. She's like, you just want to be on the show so bad. I was like, I know. Can't. She's like, it's my birthday. I'm like, damn. Okay.
Yeah, happy birthday to her, by the way. It's totally acceptable, man. You didn't have to not even a big deal, because at the end of the day, it's always like family and real life stuff always kind of has to take the front seat.
I'm in the scorpion pit because it's mom's birthday, then it's wife's birthday, then it's Christmas, then it's our anniversary, which is our 10 years anniversary when we first met. Then it's damn Valentine's Day. Then it's Bella's birthday right after Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day, then Toya's birthday the following week.
Oh wow!
Jeez.
Yep. You know my pain.
If I can, since you just brought that up, I've been doing this the past couple years, so I'll probably be doing it again. I don't think I'm going anywhere. I don't have any family here in the state, and I just don't think anything's happening. So,
Christmas show?
Well, yeah, because that's what I usually do. So like Thanksgiving, Christmas, I'll stream because the past couple years everybody's really dug it. There's a lot of people out there that are alone like me.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to have something, we have fun and just kind of hang out, shoot the shit, talk figures, talk about the year, and kind of just be there for people, so I'll probably be doing that again this year.
You can always come here and have Christmas with me. Real shit. You can always come here and have Christmas with the family. I know that sounds weird. You can always come and have Christmas with the family.
Across the country though, and didn't go to Vegas next door. So,
your mom would.
I love you.
That'd be so awesome.
Love you to death, but you ain't bringing your 6'1" ass in my house.
Is that not gonna be like this, bro?
Yeah, bro. You ain't gonna do no Mario shit.
Because you got like high chairs, and I wouldn't be able to sit in them. Like, would I have to bring my own seat? I mean,
this shit.
I know. I tease. I'm kidding, bro. No, I appreciate both of you guys. Of course, everybody. Yeah. So, but no, that would be fun. That'll be fun this year. So
that's cool. That's cool. That also gives me something to look. That gives me something to look forward to. Like, we can tune in to Mafia on that holiday. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
we have to pop in for that. We have to pop in for that.
Yeah, because all we gonna be doing is cooking. So you know what I mean. I'll be cooking, but the food would probably be almost damn near ready. So what time you doing it?
Last year was weird. I fucking streamed like all day.
Yeah, you did do it. I think you did do it.
It was a pretty long stream. It was like 6 or 7 hour show, but it was cool because not only was I just kind of engaging with everybody, watching in the chats, we're all hanging out and talking, but then, people would come in on stream for a little bit, and then okay, I gotta go. Food's ready or whatever. Somebody else will come in.
And it's gonna be crazy this year though, because Christmas Eve is on a Sunday. Christmas is on a Monday.
That's gonna be kind of cool.
Yeah,
you know what?
That'll be cool.
I may come through on there. I'll pop in a couple. If you do that, I'll pop in a couple days. You know, when I'll pop in and I'll do some Secret Santa shit. We'll give away some shit. How about that? We'll give away some.
Hey, that'd be really fun. Yeah, that'll be really cool.
I think that's fun. I think that'll be fun. That sounds
really cool, dude.
Yeah,
let's do that.
I ain't giving nothing else away for a while, bro.
I feel you. No, I feel you.
Fair.
I gave away 3 damn figures.
Three damn figures yesterday, bro. I'm like, man, my booty tight about that one.
You know what? I tuned out right a little bit after. What was the final one that you did? I didn't.
So the final one was the Mark. Hold up, it's the Spider-Man armor Mark IV.
Oh.
Yeah, the spider armor. Yeah, I love that one, bro. It was so hard to part with, but
because that's close to the last one he had in the film.
Yeah, but the thing is, that was always the stand-in for the classic suit that I had.
Yeah, it was the closest we had. I mean,
it was the closest.
Exactly.
And as much as I like that figure, I didn't want to pose it because of it was not hard to pose, but you don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, it has that Batman
kind
of texture. It's like
you just don't want to do it. So, but the thing is, it felt good giving it to somebody, knowing that it's going to go to somebody that really likes it. It's going to it'll be in good hands. So yeah,
that's awesome.
It's badass, dude.
That's
Hell
awesome.
Yeah!
And once again, thank you for that. I mean, that was a great giveaway for the community and everything like that. That was very generous, very very awesome. Very awesome.
Definitely fun.
Sure it was.
Definitely. What I got going on, guys, not much. I'll be on Mafias this Sunday. Want to give a shout out to Lou. I know Lou's kind of feeling a little under the weather today. Get well soon to you and yours and your family. Get well, buddy. Definitely. I know we were supposed to do he was going to do half show last Saturday. He couldn't get to do it. But he will be back in full effect and better than ever pretty soon. But me and Mom got another. I'll be on Mafias this Saturday. Tales from the Dark Side. That's going to be fun. And then me and Mom will be doing. I'm not sure if it's going to be pre-recorded or it's going to do a live, or we're going to do a live stream. We may do it live this time. So there'll be another story time with Mama Cousins this Sunday, probably this Sunday night, like around. We try to do it when Bella goes to bed, so that is probably like 9 o'clock. So probably something 9 p.m. on Sunday, something like that. So look forward to that, and we'll see what happens. Maybe something drops tonight, I hope, but I don't know. It's been real light with how
it's been crazy because none of us have been doing any like late night streams when shit drops. It's like people's like, man,
kind of missed that.
It's fun. Like it was always fun to do those things when we had like those real shock.
They were fun. Bro. It's like half and half, bro. Like I like it, but I feel like I was just talking to somebody about this. I think I was talking about it in the Discord. I don't remember, but like, because I brought that up. I was like, we used to kind of do that sometimes, but like now I feel like I need something. It needs to be something I really fucking like.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think we've gotten anything like that.
Yeah. Like what's come out is not great. It's just hasn't been my, let me get up right now and go fucking live. Like right now. Because I'm super excited. Like if they dropped
the last one that I was really super excited about was the classic suit, Tom Holland Spider-Man suit that released.
Yeah, I remember that.
Had me hype. Yeah. So that was like the last one. But other than that, it has
General Kenobi was a big one. I remember we all jumped on that. Yeah. I think we had just did best. We had just ended my shit, and we was like, oh no, we gotta go again. And it was like, that was a big one. Yeah, but nothing has been really big. Like those late night drops. Yeah, man. We'll see. It'd be fun if we get something tonight like that. We're like, and then we all just jump back on.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Will it happen? I don't know.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think we're getting anything tomorrow. If we may get, I don't know. Who knows?
It might be a reveal.
Yeah.
If anything, it'll probably be a reveal, but anything else other than that, I don't know, bro, because You know, I was looking at how the dates for certain things, and dates are even with that Catwoman, bro. On Sideshow it says from January to March now.
Damn. Yeah, and I think Uncle Keith was telling us that too. Like he was saying that
said that Vader was pushed. Yeah.
Vader is indeed pushed.
Bro.
As I mentioned earlier in the show, he was a dopo, you know,
right?
And it was, as we all know, or most know, that it was, you know, October to March.
Yeah.
And the way I have figured it out, because it tripped me out, bro. It really tripped me out because Sideshow was like, hey, you're about to get charged for, you know, Darth Vader Deluxe, whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked and I said, oh, okay, because the way they set the monthly payments of like 5 or 6 or 7 months or however many months it was, they set it to where it would end at the very first expected month on their website, which is October.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I started getting charged in like March or something. I was like, oh shit. Okay. Well, whatever. $50, you know, whatever. And then I got the email in September that said it was going to be pushed back to November, that my October payment is not going to be charging. And then, but that's all I got. I didn't see another one saying December. So, but you know, whatever. If they push it back, they're going to keep pushing it up to March, right? Because that was their, you know, projected 6-month window. Whatever.
Well,
all I know is I'm happy when it happens because I don't have to pay shit. I'm like, I've got it taken care of. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can do that final payment.
And
Let's go.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Knowing that you have
awesomeness. I think he's right. I think you're right, Pursuit. Jay. I think AJ's right. Let me see. Because I was looking at that earlier, and I think the date
November to January.
Yeah, it does still say November. Hold on. Because from what I'm seeing here, I think he's right. And I think it says, November to January. I think it says from even 2023 still. So I think that still basically has it listed. So it says January 2023 to March 2023. So the date hasn't changed much. We just don't. It can be any day now. We just don't know.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's something that we would get between tomorrow and Monday. And the reason why I say that, because if you think about it, they're getting out. I'm not trying to say that it's not a desirable figure, because it is for a lot of people. I know, especially for people that have the Dark Knight collection, is very desirable. Because I want to put her on that damn bipod. It's going to look dope as shit.
Oh, we're talking about Catwoman? Sorry.
Yes. Because a lot of the major, if you see what they've been doing all this year, they've been kind of putting out the less desirable figures have been coming out first, and then the bangers, like those certified bangers, come out behind them because they want to get as much money as possible. So I could see her coming out any day now before, I see her coming out before Vader or another Inquisitor or something like that. So I think that she may be coming out pretty soon. We'll see.
Yeah, good for you. And anybody who's that's what I said earlier when we were talking about fucking the Eternal or the Marvels. It was the Marvels. Good, right? I mean, you know what I mean? It's like I don't care, but I want everybody who likes something to get something that they like. So, because people are always like, oh, well, do you care? Like you said that, right? Do you think they're gonna make, or do you care? I don't care, right? I want everybody to get whatever they want. Like, give that opportunity, because it's kind of akin to me with like the OT, newer OT, or like some 80s stuff or whatever. I'm like, damn, bro, like you guys gonna ever hook it up, Yeah. So I feel the same way. Like, if someone's like, man, I really want this, I'd love to have these Marvels figures or this Dark Knight. Like, yeah, man, give everybody what they want, man. Like, be happy that somebody gets it. I don't know. I never understood that shit. I don't think I've ever been like, fuck this. Like, why not? I'm just not gonna buy it. Like, what does it matter? Like, I see people do that all the time. They're like, man, Hot Toys has got, all this, but they'll give us this. I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, it's business, bro. And if it's new shit that's doing well, maybe that's, I'm not saying Marvels in general, but but certainly Disney Plus, is current, and companies want to market their new products.
Exactly.
Both Disney and Hot Toys, regardless, so I get it. Like, let people get some things that they want. There's always going to be something for you later on. Like,
absolutely.
And when that time comes,
yeah,
then I'm like, hell yeah, maybe we will go live right at night or something. You know, like it's, you know, fuck, dude, Costly Plastics, bro. They're giving me fucking Bloodsport. How cool is that, bro?
Amazing. Amazing.
I'm getting Van Damme and fucking Bolo. Like,
yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Exciting times, man.
Yes.
Across the board.
Yes. Well, guys, thank you all so much for being here. You guys are great out there in the chat, and everybody here on the panel. It was a great show. Thank you all for being here. We will see you next week. And like that, my friends, we are out. See you later, guys.
Peace.
Deuces.